Last time on Beast World, our delvers decided to hold their ground against a sizable force of merfolk accompanied by a large hulking crab and a horrendous sea hag. The sea hag creates a copy of Vanya made from seawater, seaweed, and other assorted sea life, who begins to deal out damage towards the party. Before long, the hag falls to Charlotte's bonfire spell. The simulacrum is popped by one of Isette's arrows, and the hulking crab is shocked from the inside out by Vanya. Taking a moment to gather themselves after the battle, the party survey the room, and Vegas notices a large, shimmering barrier on the far wall that seems to be a shield of sorts against the water on the outside. It also appears that they are deep beneath the surface. Vegas notices a small pond in the middle of the room housing a few fish and attempts to catch them with his rod of angling, but they seem uninterested. Ignatius takes a more direct approach and catches one by hand, and in a bizarre attempt tries to swallow the poor fish and starts choking. Vegas gut punches Ignatius and ejects the fish back into the pool, while Vanya looks on judgingly. Navigating south to the large amphitheater, the party come across a very large Sahuagin, along with two others. Another battle erupts as Aspen attempts to engage with the Baron, as it were, while Ignatius and Vegas duel off with the champion. The priestess manages to cast Hold Person on Ignatius, turning the fight slightly into the Sahuagin's favor as the paladin starts taking more and more damage. The tide shifts back as Iski downs the priestess, and Vanya strikes down the Baron, but not before the champion is able to knock Ignatius unconscious. It doesn't take long before Aspen is able to come up behind the champion and cut them down. There are many pockets to rifle through, and a nice quantity of gold to be found, along with a new magic item and a new spell scroll. Vanya breaks off from the group to scout ahead, since everyone is fairly hurt now and needs time to heal. The furthest south room contains a large chest and a heavy pressure plate trap that Vanya is able to spot just in time and manages to break the device. Nearby is another room that seems rather cozy. There are many crabs nestled into places resting. There's a sense of calm and a heavy magical presence in the room. The room to the west appears to be an office space, quite peculiar for a dungeon. There are a few bookshelves containing nautical maps and sea charts. The chest in the south is rifled through and contains many, many treasures. Huge-sized pearls, another powerful spell scroll, several potions, and lots of extra gold. While resting and cooking, the party have a long discussion about the morality of eating dungeon creatures and where that line is to be drawn. But after a good long rest, the party awakens, feeling rejuvenated by the room, and continue their march further into the depths of the Maelstrom. Alrighty. Need to change this to phase 2. So, you have just slain the large aquatic troll, and are now in a room that seems to be like a food preparation area. There are a lot of assorted fish and crustaceans like napped away in crates or baskets, and there's a large pool of water over here that is radiating steam, as if this is possibly where they cook them or boil them. And don't forget your microphone is muted, Norman.
Thank you.
what are we doing? Not hearing anybody talk.
Oh, Charlotte's just
I'm
looking
ruminating.
over everything and trying to think to herself. So they're part of the dungeon, but they require sustenance.
Strange that.
Makes you think that they may not have come from the dungeon to begin with.
Or they're just emulating.
Maybe the dungeon just thinks they need food. Because regular things need food.
Maybe it's merely a closed ecosystem.
It's possible.
I can see more of these creatures and a couple of the crabs in the distance.
Small crabs or big crabs?
Like the ones at the town.
Oh.
She'll motion to these stairs.
You also take note that this chamber that you are seeing these creatures in is submerged. They are underwater.
Oh.
She'll point further to the west. And kind of up. Oh, is that down a set of stairs? I can't quite tell, but...
Down. You probably won't be able to see that, because that is also submerged. The areas where there's active pools of water, that is, like, you are going in water. It is not like waist high or anything.
If you want, I can check further ahead just a little and then come back, or we can go as a group. It's up to you.
I think you should try sneaking ahead, looking what's over to the right. Alright. Motioning to the fork. Make sure we're not flanked.
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to try to sneak ahead then.
Okay. Stealth check. Very
nice.
She'll just turn to the group and give a sort of all clear signal to the right, but keep going anyway.
Ignatius gives a thumbs up.
In the meantime, can I investigate this room?
The one you're currently in?
Yeah. Look around for anything like of note.
Might as well.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. So the general consensus seems to be the same. Seems to be a food preparation room. The things that do kind of like slightly stand out are these little like pod things that are glowing. They are 4 like anemones. Yeah. They're being used as like a food waste disposal system. Like excess food is being dumped into there and they just digest it.
Living trash can, got it.
Alright. To the right as we go further in, it's just more storage. There's another room, heads down some stairs into some water, and then the hallway kind of turns around to the left here. There's a pool of water with, it looked like 3 of these fish-like humanoids around it. One of them kind of bulbous looking, honestly. Different from what I think we've seen before.
And then we have our pick of what to clear out first.
We should clearly pick the one closest to us, because if we instigate the other group, and the first group surrounds us, that's going to be more complicated.
It also looks like it keeps looping round, but I didn't go any further because I'd have to go past those 3 people, and I didn't want to risk it.
No point risking us getting surrounded in a fight. Take him as we see it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, those more accustomed to getting punched in the face go before me.
What is
Gentlemen
your
first.
What is your plan of attack? I assume you're going for this submerged room over here first.
Yep.
How deep is the water? Like,
It reaches the ceiling. The ceiling is low enough that you have to descend into the water.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Don't
Underwater
like that.
But that's what we needed those potions of water breathing for.
I know this may seem like odd statement given where we are, but I do not like the idea of getting unnecessarily wet.
Vanya's gonna look over at Aspen with a sort of incredulous look. You get soaked in blood every time we fight in these places, but a little water upsets you?
Blood just gets on surface of further I can wipe off. Going into water, it gets everywhere, drying is a whole thing.
water ruins the natural matting of the fur, you see.
She kind of looks herself over. Her fur kind of mats over when she comes into this form anyway, so she just shrugs.
Still, I'm not quite eager to go down there and risk drowning once more.
Perhaps we can
Well-
lure things out, use stairs as choke point.
They haven't exactly had much self-preservation so far. It shouldn't be hard to draw them out.
Alright, fair enough. Aspen, if you want to stand ahead, I can offer support with a halberd, whatever you feel best. Then we can simply make a noise and let them come to us.
Also, we'll remind people that for swimming purposes, you can hold your breath equal to 1 plus your con modifier. That is the number of minutes you can hold your breath for.
Oh my god, I can hold it for 4 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh my god, 5 minutes.
So, you will have plenty of time if you want to hold off on using potions, if you really have to.
Alright,
Yeah,
what
sure,
are
I'll-
the negatives to fighting in water?
I have 18 rounds at my disposal before I need to head back up. I'll be fine, I think.
Wait, sorry, did you say minutes equal to con modifier?
1 plus your con modifier.
Damn.
Honestly, if I got 5 minutes of air, I might just waddle on in there and start slapping things around.
Yeah, that's honestly my plan as well. Like I've got 18. I've got fucking 18 rounds here. Like, no wait. Fucking
10
30
rounds is a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 rounds is a minute, so everyone should have over 10 rounds worth of air by default.
I have never had a fight in D&D that lasted for over 30 rounds.
I will also add, for underwater combat purposes, when making a melee weapon attack, a creature that does not have an innate or natural or magical swimming speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is either a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range, even against a target within normal range. The attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is either a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin, including spear, trident, or darts. Creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage.
Say, were there any tridents in the room way back when?
We did loot one.
You did.
Of the Baron.
Feel like trying out a trident today, I suppose. Anyone else?
We've only got the one.
Yes, there is a Trident of Fish command. It does require attunement.
I just need something to stab with that doesn't have disadvantage.
Yeah, same.
I'm still in favor of the bottlenecking idea.
This set has a crossbow, right? Or am I just
No, I have a
misremembering
longbow.
things? Longbow. Well,
I do have 2 daggers, so I can fall back on that if necessary for melee. Also a staff. Does that qualify as like something that would work down here, or
Staff, no.
yeah, fair.
For your ranged attacks, you will have like disadvantage if you use the longbow, but as long as you're shooting within the weapon's normal range, you'll be
The
fine.
normal range is 150 feet, so
Yeah,
like
so-
I can do that from here.
Yeah. Is when you try to shoot outside that range is when it becomes an automatic miss. All right.
This room was too small for that.
Ignatius, you said you wanted to try out the trident.
yeah. Are tridents one-handed or two-handed?
I believe
They're
they're-
versatile.
Yeah, they
Versatile,
are.
alright.
Yes, they are versatile. So you can wield them one hand with your shield or as 2 hands. So that will determine the damage of the dice you roll as well. So make sure to take note of that.
Alright, I'm just gonna... Let's see. I forget. Do we have plutonium to drop stuff in?
I've already dropped it into your inventory.
Oh, rad.
Yeah, again, I've got control of everything. So you just have to manually equip it, and then make sure to keep track of like what shields and such you're working with.
Yep, already set it up. Chainmail, bulwark armor, trident, fish command. How do I make sure it's set to single hand and not two-handing it?
When you go to roll damage, you'll roll damage as normal. There is another option that is listed as versatile. You'll click versatile damage if you want to use it as like two-handed, but you'll have to have the shield technically unequipped. So for mechanical purposes,
good to
you'll switch to off bulwark armor and 2 shield. Okay.
Alright, yeah, I'll just run trident and shield, so that would be trident, chainmail, bulwark armor. Alright, rad.
Alright, anybody else have weapons they're messing with?
Just keeping the rapier out for now, and unless I need to go underwater.
Caster life.
Vegas does have a crossbow, so they'll be
Don't
fine.
electrocute the water, alright?
Alright, how you planning to start this? Because they have not noticed you.
You could start splashing the water.
Aspen's just kind of gonna hold out their axe and just like knock it against the wall, basically. The flat of the axe, just crack, crack, crack.
Alright. You send out these little echoing vibrations, which are more amplified through the water, and you quickly notice that the 2 figures are starting to move and approach now. It's around this point that they will definitely see you all waiting and are going to engage now.
Let's
Oh boy.
mess them up.
Ah, yes.
Here we go. Here we go. See you all later.
There it is.
You cannot avoid annihilation.
Oh my god.
Haha, the Hooligan did worse.
Alright, where is it set? 12.8? Okay.
12.14.
There we go. Alright. That looks correct. Top of the round. Ignatius.
Well, I gotta admit, this is kind of unusual. I suppose I'll just ready an action to slap the first son of a gun that comes within hitting distance.
You're just gonna...
Or, say, for purposes of movement, is the area ahead of us considered 1 tile or 2? Like, I'm wondering if squeezing is involved here.
This tile specifically? Yes, this is 10 feet. This is... I would consider this whole corridor to be 10 feet, so it
Got
would
it.
not
So
be squeezing.
Crab's not gonna have any issues. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just ready an action to slap the first son of a gun that comes near me.
Okay. Holding action. Vanya.
Very much the same thing. Holding action, stabbing the first thing that comes into range. We're gonna troll this thing, I guess.
Alright. Two actions held.
Let me pass that over. There you go.
Alright, it's set.
Make that 3 actions held. I'm going to just fucking like line up an arrow for like the moment these fuckers start showing up and come within range.
Alright, and then use your bonus action to command Mocha.
To command Mocha to do much the same. Just fucking storm in there the moment one of them gets in range.
Okay. Aspen.
Same.
I love this because it's giving me fucking XCOM 1 vibes that everyone's spamming Overwatch, waiting for the aliens to run.
You
through
know,
this.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It works.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold action for an attack when they get in range, and that's my turn.
Okay. The serpent. Yep, we're gonna get right up there, so I think we've got 4 attacks that are able to get off. So, Ignatius, Aspen, Vanya, and Aset, go ahead and make your attacks. We'll see if this thing even survives.
I will wait until the other attacks have gone through before I put mine into it.
Yeah, we'll try to go through them one at a time. That hits.
I'm actually gonna roll damage just because I'm feeling spicy, I guess.
Well, you have
Get
to.
average
Funny.
anyway.
Yeah, you have to roll unless you're gonna start raging.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so 11 damage, and then a natural 20 for 15 damage. Alright, let's check the health. Alright, it's looking fine. It's not quite bloodied yet, but it's getting there. So, Ignatius, you can go ahead and make your swing.
I'm hitting the button to attack with a trident. It's not doing anything, but my mace has identical stats to the trident. I'm just gonna roll that instead, if that's alright with you.
You're targeting it, right?
You have to
you
be
have to
targeting
target,
for the-
otherwise
yeah.
if you click it, it won't do anything. So target and then click with the trident.
Right, there we go. I was in the measurement section.
Yeah, that'll do it too. Yeah,
There we
the
go.
good thing about one of the downsides of the automation is it will not let you proceed if you are not doing everything as it
Money, that's a miss.
wants. Yep.
Alright, and Vanya time. That's also a miss.
Alright, so we got 2 hits out of there and 2 misses. And Mocha's unfortunately not able to get any closer. Because of
Out of
the
range.
spacing, yeah.
Can't squeeze fast.
Alright. So that's going to start its turn now. Let's see. What's the range on that? Okay. Alright, it's going to start with 1 claw attack on Aspen. 14 misses. It's going to direct the second claw to Ignatius. 9 misses, and then it's
Good
going
try.
to lash out towards Exet with that long, parasitic-looking tendril and try to bite. 18 will hit. 7 points of piercing damage.
I'm fine.
And did you say anything, Norman?
I just said I
can't tell if you're cutting out or if you're just repeating that.
just said I.
Okay. Alright, that's the end of its turn. Comes to Vegas. If they have any real way to get over there. Not done that. I'm trying to see what the other canine features are. I'm trying to make sure all the features are being used properly.
You have to be thorough when whipping ass. It is true.
Yes. Let's see. Dog herding tactics. Yeah, because Vegas has a feature as a dog canine where you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures if one of those creatures has an ally within 5 feet of it. So it's the reverse.
Pack tactics.
Yeah. And I don't know how often that situation's come up, but yeah. So I think they're going to just kind of hold back here and fire off a crossbow shot for now. Cool. Yeah, 19 will hit. Pretty high damage, 8 points. It is definitely bloodied at this point. I think Vegas will move up here, and we get to a ski.
Alrighty then, let's just target you and see if we can do anything fun with it. Don't need anything especially crazy for this one. Dang, so sad. Alright.
Attempt was made. Alright, Charlotte.
Alrighty. Ah, I have things now. I'm gonna just cast Sacred Flame.
Alright.
It's gonna have to make a dex save.
Natural 20.
That's fine. Expected to happen, so it goes. That's my turn.
Alright, the Sahuagin is not able to do a whole lot here.
We trapped that loser in the pit.
Yay, baby, jail.
Let's see. Who is in range? It's just the front 3. Okay. Target Aspen and chuck a spear. Seven's definitely gonna miss.
Good.
Alright, Ignatius.
Alright, we're gonna hit him this time, I'm telling ya. We're doing it.
Don't curse yourself.
I never curse myself. When I say I'm doing something, I deliver on it, baby. That's a 16!
Yep, 22 will hit.
Alright, damage is one-handed, versatile is two-handed, right? Just want to confirm. Red.
Alright,
Cool.
6 points of damage.
And now we follow up with a little nibble.
Uh, 10 will miss, unfortunately.
Rip. Never liked shellfish anyways.
Needs Old Bay.
Alright,
Alright, let's
Vanya.
see if I can put it down. Please hit.
16 just
sad.
misses.
Oof.
I'm sad. Wait, it's two sizes larger than me as well, right? Because I'm small.
Yes, you are considered small, so it would be 2 sizes larger.
So I'm gonna go here.
It is
And engage
considered
the-
large.
The Sahuagin? Is that how you say this version of it?
Sahuagin?
Sahuagin? I hate the weird change of... They've got both versions in D&D too, it's weird. Anyway.
Alright, it's set.
Alright, time to continue firing at this crab. See if I can secure this thing. That's a miss,
13 misses,
unfortunately.
unfortunately.
However, Mocha's in range now.
There we go.
The Who's. The Who's.
The hooves. Natural 16. Or 24. That'll hit.
For 5.
Low damage, but a hit.
It's something. And that's my turn.
I will swing at the axe.
Alright. Oh. 13.
What is the rolls tonight?
A little wide. To be fair, this is a pretty decently AC'd enemy.
Fair.
Yeah, apparently.
It's crab.
Anyone would think you like crabs.
Yep, no, that's me then.
Alright. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. We're gonna repeat the claw attacks. Natural 7. And yeah, that's not gonna hit.
That would have been bad if it wasn't even wearing armor. Oh, poor thing.
So, the front of the crab is currently facing the rest of the party. Vanya, you notice that the weird eel-like appendage is now, like, turning around, like, upside down to look at you, and is now going to try to strike at you. With advantage, because it has pack tactics.
Oh shit!
Okay. All right.
It's supposed to be a natural 20. I hit the wrong button, but yeah.
Well, I have the thing for this.
Alright.
Guardian Emblem. Okay, the big question is, are you within 30 feet? You are on it.
Alright, let me correct the damage. It's gonna be... yeah, it's still gonna be the first one, so you're only gonna get 1 hit point back.
That's fine.
Oh, it didn't look like it actually did any damage to you, so... Okay. There we go.
Owie.
Remind me, Charlotte, you put aid on Aspen, Ignatius, and who else?
That's
Vegas.
right?
Vegas. All the front line. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of its turn. Vegas is up. I think they're gonna try to shoot past that crab and hit the Sahu again.
I think
Natural
everyone
18.
deserves to pronounce Suhwagen differently.
Minimum damage. Alright, a ski.
Well, second verse, same as the first, because the situation here is pretty much the same as it was before, so let's try and actually take care of you for once. There
Dirty
you
20?
go.
6 points of cold damage.
Better than nothing. Okay.
It is looking critical now.
Oh, good.
All right. You know what? Screw it. I'll spend one for this to speed along. I'm casting Magic Missile. Let's see how many shots at level 1.
Should be 3 shots at level 1.
2 on the crab, 1 on the Sahuagin.
Alright, target, and then it will probably have you cast the spell like 3 times. Just don't consume the charge for the extra ones.
did all at once. Has a weird habit of doing that.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, magic missile, you only roll 1 damage die and all the missiles deal the same damage. That's how the spell works.
Dart deals 1d4 plus 4 to the target. The dart
Huh.
all strikes simultaneously.
That's just how it works. So
I mean,
you just deal, what's that, 3 damage?
12,
Yeah,
essentially.
So, yeah.
I mean, I'll take that, if that's how it is.
Let's see.
That's how it usually goes, but...
Okay, so it'd be 4 damage per missile, because it's 1d4 and it rolled a 3 plus 1. So 4 damage, and you said 2 on the crab and 1 on the Sahagin?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Get it back. 4. Take 4 off this one. Okay, there we go. That's actually kind of like that. It's a little bit easier to distribute.
Yeah, it is. That is my turn.
Alrighty. Well, now, he has somebody to attack. Attack back. What does your multi-attack do?
It has the attack. No.
We're gonna go for a spear. It's a natural 18. 5 points of damage, and bite. Natural 7. So only 1 hit connects there. Ignatius.
Alright, hasn't failed me so far. Trident. It failed me,
You jinxed it.
but I won't jinx this. Check it. Hey.
Dirty 20 will hit.
It counts. It counts. It still counts.
And with 11 points of damage, the crab finally collapses onto the staircase. The large appendage just kind of flailing about for a second before just coiling onto the body.
I don't like that the final hit was a bite, honestly. Makes me feel weird.
Alright, Vanya.
So,
Take a
I'm
fucking
gonna-
chunk out of it like you're Audios Lord.
take me dagger, and I'm going to stab it, but at first I'm bonus action steady aiming. So I get my advantage. It didn't... Is that just in case of 20?
Got better.
Alright, and then damage.
7 points of damage.
And then sneak attack, we're gonna go with cold, because I don't want to risk frying myself as well.
Alright, with the last 8 points of damage, the Sahuagin falls. And combat draws to a close.
While I'm down here, I'm just gonna swim over to see what's going on down the south here.
Okay. Give me a perception check real quick as you're just kind of like swimming through the room. Natural 20.
Well done.
I don't think I even need to go down there. You got it covered.
Let's see, 29. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, you notice in this room there are several large clam-like structures, as well as the just kind of bed of like kelp and seaweed just strung across the floor, a lot of it just kind of providing a bit of cover. Strangely enough, the way the room is kind of organized, it kind of comes off like almost like an underwater bedroom in a way, or maybe creatures that would naturally sleep underwater.
So when you said a bed of seaweed, you meant bed,
Yes.
sleep, not like a clump of it. Okay.
You do notice that there is a large cavernous exit that leads out into that whirlpool that you saw from the opposite end when you found the illusionary wall.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you again see several sharks circling around, and you get a better look that there is a single Sahuagin in the middle of the whirlpool at the moment, and he seems to be gesturing his arms around in a circular fashion, like he is either controlling or guiding the waves.
Interesting. Okay. With that, I'm gonna head back. Gonna crawl out the water again. Again, looking kind of like Sadako crawling out of the well. The chamber there connects to the whirlpool I saw earlier. And there's a figure in the middle of it. It looks like he's either guiding it or controlling it. I can't quite tell.
Sounds
You
like
mean
nothing we haven't already seen.
he just sort of vibing in the center or something?
With sharks, I think we can wait before we deal with that.
Hey, how long does it take to attune to this trident of mine?
So under normal attunement options, a lot of people will rule it that you need to essentially have a long rest to attune. I not particularly a big fan of that, so I will always just allow attunement as an action. If you are full up on attunement slots, you will have to unattune from something, which is an action, and then reattune to another item, which is also an action.
Well, I'm not attuned to anything right now. Ignatius will waggle the trident and become attuned, I suppose.
Alright, you should be able to click the attune button on there.
Is that the little sun?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
Not doing
a
anything.
little slot in the corner that'll say attunements, and it'll show 0 out of 3 or 3 out of 3. So when you're attuned, it should check up to 1. You can also, I believe, right click and click attune as well.
Yep, that did it. Just clicking the button didn't work, but I'm attuned now, baby. I got me a trident.
Alright. What's the plan?
I personally do not like the idea of swimming in a whirlpool full of sharks and a very angry fish man.
We have another one of these pools further up, where the stairs are now ahead of us.
Well, it worked once.
But
Why not try it again?
I think if we disturb these ones, we'll disturb the group down to the south as well. So I think we go down south first. And then
Or
come
wait
up to
further
here.
back to lay our trap.
Oh, we could do that.
Well, let's at least
Gonna-
search this room first. It's got crates. Little guys, little crabs in the boxes, too.
Okay.
Gonna hide myself between the barrel and the seaweed on the wall here.
Go ahead and give me investigation checks for anyone
Whoops,
snooping
sorry,
around.
wrong button.
Not doing too hot in this one.
Let me see what I can do. Better, but not well.
Better, but not much.
Hey, if it's any consolation, I rolled an 8 as well.
Yeah, we got an 8, a 9, and a 10.
Okay. Just quick glancing around. This seems to be the storeroom for all the food. So the kitchen is nearby. This seems to house a lot of the food that they have caught. It is mostly fish and crabs and lobsters and whatever bit of sea life they can get a hold of. it is in pretty vast quantities, so there's a sizable amount of freshwater food here. Or saltwater, I guess it would be.
Well, I mean, if the dungeon's making food for its inhabitants to eat, I did say, a self-contained ecosystem, right?
Maybe they're bringing it in with the whirlpool, like we went in.
That is a possibility.
Does that mean we should, sabotage it, get rid of it, plan in advance in case we can't stop them?
That means heading back to the whirlpool room.
No, I meant just, I don't know, burn some of the food, just sabotage it, put it on the floor.
Ignatius, the dungeon seems to change whenever the Crescent's divers tried to clear it. It could all just come back anyway if it reset.
He's saying we should destroy the food just in case we can't clear this place. But I don't think that will really matter.
Yeah, probably not.
If anything, if they do depend on it, it may just further encourage them to come out.
That's another problem.
Fair enough, it was a thought. Bad idea.
No bad ideas, just some that don't really work.
Well, yeah, alright, fair.
So long as we're thorough enough to close this stretch of dungeon for good, it won't matter either way.
Okie dokie, is there anything around the corner that we know of?
Yes, 3 creatures. One's like one of them looked like the things that were listening to the performance. Another is a sort of bulbous looking, similar to the rest, but a little bigger. And I'm actually blanking on the last one I saw, but I think we've seen that one before.
Is it a fish person? Is it a regular
Yes.
fish? It's a fish. Okay, fish with legs. Got it.
All right.
Is it close enough to think that we'll draw its attention if we take out the fellows on the left? Well, ahead of us?
About 40 feet away from those stairs-ish. Close enough, I think it would be an issue.
Agreed. What do you think are our chances on taking it all on at once?
We can
What
do it.
if you were to sneak around there, stab it in the back, and then run back to us real fast so it follows you and comes in here without alerting the things in the other chamber?
Well, if one of you gives me I could try using a crossbow if we've got a lighter crossbow, but anything bigger and I'm not sure I can use it.
Apologies for volunteering you for this. I do like the idea of Aspen and myself standing at this corner ready with everyone else prepared. You run ahead, get their attention, and as they follow you towards us, we hit them as you run past.
I can outrun them.
Vegas
We
will walk
hit them
over
generally.
and flip around their hand crossbow and offer it to you. Or I think it's a
Oh,
light crossbow.
If it's a light crossbow, I can use it. If it's heavy, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah, it's not a heavy. Yeah, it's a light
Because it's
crossbow.
light crossbows are simple, so I can use those.
Yeah, if it's a heavy crossbow, you need to roll strength to carry it.
It's heavy is a martial weapon, so I won't be able to use it. So yeah, I'm gonna step around, having taken the crossbow.
I was just calling you small.
I mean, she is.
Okay.
Target the
Tactics
weird
thought.
looking one.
We should probably move up a little bit ahead, about here, I think. That probably wouldn't be within aggro range.
And then it's D20 plus my dex and proficiency, right?
Yeah.
So there we go. Do I count as hidden just for the advantage, or should I just because I won't be able to use I won't be able to move afterwards if I have to use steady aim.
Go ahead and make me just a stealth check. I don't
Sure.
think it'll matter, but we will see. And the damage on the light crossbow is a D8. As a heads up.
So that's stealth.
Okay, you are fine.
And then the D20 for the attack. It didn't work. One sec. There we go. For the light crossbow shot. 18.
Okay, targeting this one.
Yeah. Oh, would that have been an advantage?
Yes, because you're hidden.
Just in case of 20 then. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Hits.
And it's 1d8, you said?
1d8, and then plus your dex.
And then sneak attack.
6.
I'm
Yep.
gonna make it obvious. I'm gonna pump it in with fire. And then as that hits, just call out down the hallway, just kind of random shouting.
Okay.
Just to try and catch their attention.
And then are you gonna move back?
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to see me before I start running, yeah.
Okay, because they're gonna start running, so I just want to know, is there anything else you want to do in your 6 seconds you
That's
have?
it.
Okay.
That's it.
Because I'm now going to roll initiative. There we go.
Oh yeah. The tables have turned right back up.
The turns have tabled.
I rolled a 9. Everything is as it should be.
Well, see y'all next week.
You cannot avoid annihilation.
Everyone rolled pretty low. Right. Alright. Well, Vanya, you managed to get back into cover. Is there anything you would like to do?
I can't see into this pit to our left, can I?
Not really.
I've still got Vegas's crossbow.
You do.
I'm gonna take a bolt from from his quiver, I guess. Just re-pop out. And I'd shoot the same target, I guess.
Okay. Uh,
16. D8 plus 5. No sneak attack this time, though. Oh, that was awful. And then I'll just run back.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright, Charlotte.
Let's see, what's my range on this thing? It's underwater, isn't it?
Yes.
What's the range of a light crossbow? 80. So it'd be disadvantaged to hit this one.
Hey, we can't even see those.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're at a lower elevation. So shooting into the water at them is going to not be effective.
Oh, dang.
They are also, at the moment, not engaged with you.
Oh, that's right.
We'll need to
must
go
have
piss them
desynced.
off if we don't have to.
Mine must be desynced because I didn't see Vanya move. Actually, can I just reverse my movement order because I thought we were moving here, or should I?
You haven't done anything yet, so what are you doing?
Gotcha. All right, squeeze past Vanya. to here. Whoop. Hang on. Squeeze past Aspen. Oh, man. Evenly distributed. I'm thinking. Nah, crossbow. Fast enough. It does the thing. Alright.
I love these XCOM style tactics we're using, like Duo said earlier.
Yeah. Dirty 20 will hit.
20 on the priestess. 6
more
damage.
points of damage. She's not looking great.
I have nothing else I'm gonna have to pull out. And that's all my movement.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Well. Let's see here. Vegas does not have a breach weapon. I think Vegas will move into this corner so that we have kind of like a melee triangle forming again. So everyone is at least able to attack, and they're gonna hold their action with the greatsword to hit the first thing that comes up to them. Speaking of, it is the priestess' turn. What is their movement? 30. Okay. Get about there. Not gonna be particularly useful in this moment. Alright, they're gonna target you, Ignatius, and they are going to cast a guiding bolt.
How rude.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
13
Aha!
is gonna go wide.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. Your turn?
I wanted to ask, because it's been a while since I actually had to fiddle around with my armor class. I have a 19 armor class when I have my halberd out, correct? That is when I have 16 chainmail, 1 for my bonus, and 2 from bulwark.
Yes, because you need 2 hands to use the halberd. So in order to use it, you would just keep the bulwark armor equipped. Actually, let me think about that for a second. I think that's right.
Shield is already
Because the bulwark armor gives you 4 AC mechanically, which factors in the bonus you would get from your long rest feature and the shield. So you would actually have the shield equipped in this instance. If you're
yes,
using the
okay. I
halberd.
just wanted to confirm. So I will be having the shield equipped mechanically, but I will be using the halberd fully.
Okay.
That is what is happening. Ignatius will have his halberd out, and he will prepare to smack the first thing that comes within smacking distance.
Okay.
So 19 AC, halberd out.
That's it.
Alright, let me first, get a good look on what's going on here. Squeeze past Vanya. Ah! Alright. Okay. Time to start a firing. This fucking rat looking figure.
Alright, natural
Oh,
18
yeah.
will hit. And with 7 more points of damage, they collapse to the ground. Your arrow now protruding out of them.
Mocha's not within range to attack, but I am gonna bring them in a little closer. There. For next turn. And that's it for now.
Alright. Aspen.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna hold the line with Vegas and Iggy, and hold a melee attack, I think.
Okay. a ski.
Well, okay. I don't suppose we're moving in yet. I think I'll just. You know what? I don't think there's really much to lose from trying to take a pot shot, so I would just go 1, 2, 3. I could say target you. Pot shot engaged. Pot shot
15
hit.
hits.
Pot shot for 3 damage. Okay, back I go.
Alright, now their turns finally come up, very bottom. This merfolk is going to dash. It's going to get to there. And Suhagen.
They only have 10 movements.
Yes, these are the merfolk that you encountered in the large room with the sea hag. They only have 10
Right,
feet of
right,
movement.
yeah.
Oh, good. We're shooting fist people in a barrel again.
Let's see.
Almost feel
Range
bad.
is pretty far.
Almost.
Yeah. It's gonna try to chuck a spirit mocha, but it's gonna be at disadvantage. Avoided a natural 20, so no damage.
Nice.
Vanya.
Okay. So Set's kind of moved up. And I don't have any crossbow bolts now. Actually, hold up.
I mean, you can squeeze
I'll
past
just-
me.
I'll just take one off of Vegas's belt, and I'm gonna shoot the mofolk, the one closer up. So that's
A natural
20?
20.
Nice.
And you said it's a D8.
1d8 plus dex. Though this is gonna
So-
be overkill, so.
It's 2d8 plus 1 extra d8 because of PSO. And then plus my dex. So yeah, this is 3d8 plus 5.
12 points of damage? Yeah.
And
That guy
then,
just fell apart like a Lego man.
They have. I think they only have 12 hit points. So.
Yes.
And then I'm going to just run back. And that's my turn.
So far, it has been all the range just taking pot shots while the melee wait for enemies to maybe get close.
While the melee did the plan. Yeah.
Alright. Lucas Suagan gonna cast Sacred Flame and hope for the best.
Alright, let's see if that dex save comes up as natural 1.
Oh,
Max
that's
damage.
8 radiant. That's my turn, by the way.
Alrighty. Well, let's see. We took Vegas's light crossbow, so they have no ranged weapons. And they can't really get up there, so I think they're just gonna kind of advance a bit. So Vegas will move up in front of Charlotte and just kind of hold their action for the Sahu again if they get closer. Ignatius.
I feel like we've accomplished a lot here tonight, folks. Yeah, Ignatius is gonna move 25 feet, then slap that ugly son of a gun.
Alright.
Nice.
15 will hit.
Yeah, min
Minimum
damage. Woo! 8! 2 times in a row. Now we're talking. Yeah, I think that'll be it.
Alright. It's set.
Alright, let's finish this fucker. Or not.
Misses.
Mocha, go.
You want me to hoof?
Not
Natural
20.
for Mocha. 10 damage as Mocha ends up running down the corridor and just tramples this
trampled.
Sahuagin to death.
Boy, that was oddly low stakes.
Aspen shrugs.
Anyone get hurt?
No. Well,
They did.
I
I'm
did
quite
back
fine.
in the other pool, but I'm gonna give you back your crossbow, Vegas.
Thanks, Vanya.
She just hands it over, like, gingerly.
Holding it with 2 fingers, letting it dangle. How low is Vanya on health? How far down?
She looks alright.
Give me,
Now, for the
give me a
others that we're
number,
so scared
doofus, for
about?
lay on hands.
No, I refuse. She looks
Oh,
alright.
okay. Oh, right. Yeah, got it. Understood.
And Vanya's not consenting.
Let's go beat up the crab.
After you.
Alright. I suppose Ignatius will step forward and we'll wait for Aspen to do their usual axe twirling to get the attention.
Vegas will kind of like tap you on the shoulder. Kind of suggest for you to maybe be behind the two since you have a reach weapon.
I thought Aspen would be moving up. I was a little too eager. I'm down
Same
in
again.
combo.
Just the kind of the back of the head of the axe on the wall, just bang, bang, bang.
Alright. The several merfolk stir from their slumber and realize that there are people here, and they quickly rouse the nearby crab, which springs into action.
Oh, they were asleep?
It's okay, we'll put them to sleep again.
Wake up, Gall.
Did not mean to begin combat. Let me grab the initiative proper. Okay, there we go. Roll initiative.
The idea that I could have potentially swam in there and killed both of the merfolk before they even woke up is kind of grim, by the way.
Yeah, you were playing safe.
Wait, did that not roll?
You cannot avoid annihilation.
These have just been getting progressively worse for me.
You cannot avoid
I've rolled so many
annihilation.
ones.
You're just saving them up for all the nat 20s you're gonna get in the boss fight.
This feels less like combat and more like fumigating a fucking house.
It really does.
Alright, Vanya.
Well, rapier out, hold action until something gets close enough.
Alright. It's set.
Hold action, longbow arrow until something comes close enough.
Okay. Charlotte.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on the crab.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
All 3 shots.
Got it.
So that's
9 points of damage.
9 points. And that's all from me.
Alright. Crab.
Time for crab.
Get out
Right,
of my head!
It can only get up to here, so the only person it can reach with its claws is Vegas. So Vegas is gonna get both claw attacks. Uh, 21 to hit. Minimum damage. Second claw attack. 18 to hit. 8 points of damage. Just make sure everything is being calculated correctly. 12 damage total. So Vegas's hit points should actually be at 40. Okay. Okay. Hip HP, and then aid HP. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then, well, it does have the bite, so it's going to reach out for Aspen on that one.
Yike.
24. 12 points of damage.
Whew.
Also yike.
Alright, Ignatius.
Wait,
Gonna
does this
wait
mean
for-
Vanya and I's held actions are going to go off now?
It did not get close enough. It has not been able to emerge from the water.
Ah,
Could Ignatius step past Aspen and there still be room? Like, I want him to move forward, yeah, towards that spot.
You might be able to get there, yeah.
Let's find out. Would you look at that?
There you go.
Alright, I'm going to fucking obliterate this crab. Just you watch. I am
16 just
so
misses.
Good at video games. Hey, buddy. Yeah, alright. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Next turn.
Alright. Okay. The merfolk is gonna swim. And then fully emerge from the water.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Vanya or Aset, you guys can take your attacks.
oh, excellent.
If you want to save it, I can definitely kill this in one hit.
I'm just going to go fucking
Alright,
go
I'll
for
let you
it.
go first.
It's like, it's a held action. I'm like right at the start of the turn order, so like right
Makes sense.
behind you anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
27.
Nice.
Oh, you're targeting the wrong thing.
I was going for the crab. Oh, shit.
No, yeah, you shouldn't be targeting the merfolk. There's the one who's
Ah.
moving.
Never mind. Does that still like count? or do I
27
have to
definitely
reroll?
hits. So I'm gonna
Okay,
go
so
ahead
8
and
damage
mark
off of that instead.
Yeah, there we go. It is critical.
Yeah, I'll finish this off then.
Another natural 20. Another.
Okay, I know I
overkill.
made the joke about a guy falling apart like a Lego man, but he's gone.
It's just
It
splattered.
It doesn't roll my third d8, which is weird, but yeah. I didn't need it.
It doesn't even fall apart, it just explodes on the spot, like vaporized.
Yeah, that one immediately came up and did not last more than like 2 seconds.
An arrow and then a rapier in the throat. Just dead.
Whack-a-mole.
Alright, well, its turn's over because it didn't live. A ski.
Okay. I think the other ones, the little ones, as we can see, are a bit easy to deal with. So I think focus on the big one, Alas. Good grief and Alas.
Alright, well, Vegas can actually reach this one. So Vegas will swing out with the... Let's do the Great Axe. Ah, 14 is going to swing a little wide. Bounces off its armor. Aspen.
I can stand on the dead one, right?
Yeah. These squares here are not in the water.
Cool. And I can hit the thing that is in the water. Does that still?
Yes. No.
incur disadvantage?
It's like right enough at the surface that it wouldn't be disadvantaged. Now, if you're like underwater, it would be. Natural 16 for 23. That'll hit. Max damage.
Nice.
It is starting to look bloodied now.
Yep, that's me.
Alright. This merfolk will swim up and will target Aspen. They make a spear attack. 7's gonna miss. And that's the end of their turn. Vanya.
Okay.
Do you want a natural 20 another merfolk the third time tonight?
Right.
Just
Yeah,
obliterate
let's
it on
see.
the
Let's
spot.
see if I can do
Murder.
it. Let's go. No, she's only committed one murder. The rest have been against non-willful creatures. So
19 hits.
Alright, just the normal damage, and then sneak attack. Just because I'm mean. Is it in the water?
It is just enough up onto the surface. So it
Okay.
has emerged.
I
It is
am
wet,
still
but-
going to stab it with lightning.
Yeah, its entire HP pool in one hit, it is dead.
And I've still got a little bit of movement.
You scuttle past the crab again.
Yeah, why not?
I thought
We'll go
crabs
here.
did the scuttling.
Yeah, but so does Vanya when she scuttles across the ground like a weird little creature in this form. There you go.
Alright. Leaves me with somewhat of a problem because now I need to find a way to hit this crab.
There is a space here. So Aspen's under this token, but this token does not have a space. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the merfolk.
Yeah. So can I swing here with is this far enough above the water that I could just
Yes,
use my longsword or
You can use your longsword here, it'll be fine.
without disadvantage?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Natural 19.
Nice. Versus all that shit. 11
points
damage.
of damage. Starting to chip away at more of its shell.
Let's see, can Mocha even reach there? No. Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
We'll bring them a little closer, but I don't think it'll be necessary.
Alright, Charlotte.
Alrighty. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the crab.
5, not bad. Natural 20, yeah.
Well, twice this has happened, but at least I got one hit in today. That is my turn.
It's because you don't put any trust into Sacred Flame. That's.
How'd that work out?
You gotta
for
believe in the
Jake?
heart of the cards.
Hey, listen, landed a fair few Sacred Flames. Thank you.
Alright, crab. Got choosings of targets now. One claw towards Aspen. Mias. One claw towards Aset, because you also hit it. Mias. Ignatius didn't hit it. Yeah, in a freakish display, it's actually gonna reach out and attack Charlotte with the bite attack. It has a 15-foot reach. But it will miss as it kind of jets out of the water between your party members and lashes at you, and it's just short. Alright, Ignatius.
This is the most pathetic display I've ever seen in a while. I feel like it's my civic duty to put this thing out of its misery.
I almost want you to miss now.
Well,
God fucking damn. No, that's it. That's my turn. I'm done. Nope, you guys got it. You guys got it. I'm putting my fucking hands up. I'm sheathing my halberd. I'm putting it on my back. All right, congratulations. Mission accomplished.
Sorry, you
Go
lady
home.
first.
I got him! I got him! I got him!
Put me in, coach. 18 hits. Max damage.
Hey,
Ed.
max
Nice.
damage. Let's go. All right.
It is in critical stage now. Yeah, not broke. Not gonna fix it. Rolling an
The
attack. There's a
stars
natural
align.
20.
Fear their portents.
Don't worry, Iggy. We got it.
18 points of damage, and with that, Vegas swings out and lands and lodges the great axe straight into the crab's face and just like keels it over in the water.
I'd want to say sorry, but I'm not. That was just too funny.
I'm not mad
Uh.
about that specific attack, that specific instance of me trying to kill it. I am generally bemused by the god awful rolls all around. This
It-
is
Yes.
unprecedented.
It has been one of the swingiest games we've had. It's,
Like it's either nat 20s or just a comedy of errors.
Question.
Yes.
Has this body been searched, by the way?
What
Because
is
I
it,
believe-
Norman?
I wanted to scan this room, this water room.
Okay. To get a good look of it, you will have to dive into the water.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
Okay.
Ignatius will be a lifeguard.
Perception check for me. Let's see, this is 26. And then
That's an
the
8.
roll is an 8. Okay.
So I imagine nothing.
You see a very similar assortment as the previous submerged chamber. There are several large clams nestled into the corner, a very decently sized pile of bed of seaweed, and then there are multiple glowing coral-like formations that are giving off a ambient lighting to the room. But beyond that, you don't see anything that particularly stands out. It does just seem to be an area where these creatures go to rest.
All right. Charlotte's gonna circle it and come back out.
Fuck it, Iggy's curious. He's going in.
We got our own pool.
8?
8,
Yeah.
8. It keeps happening.
You get pretty much the same thing.
If I get another 8, I'd rather have a 1 than an 8 at this point.
I'm going to kind of sneak into this
Sure,
next
let's
area.
check this place as well.
I'll check the soup.
I don't care about
I'm
this
so
too.
good at perceiving. Watch this.
I would
party.
like to check these bodies we've left behind to see if they have anything of note on them.
Okay. Investigation.
Cool.
Scavenging between the 3 bodies, just looking for anything of note. They seem to have a lot of, like, various kind of, like, mundane, like, knickknacks that they're collected. A lot of, like, just kind of seashells and stuff. Nothing particularly looks valuable. Looking over the priestess, you do notice that they have a few, like 3 gold coin pieces that are, like, strung around them. And you're able to, like, procure them off their body.
She will take those and then take the other little bits in her hand, like, how sentimental. Tosses over her shoulder, leaves.
Pathetic.
Ooh, cutlery.
I'm gonna do my thing, I guess. I'm gonna try and sneak over this way.
Alright, stealth check. Anybody doing anything else in the meantime as well?
Just checking the soup.
Checking the soup?
I tried to check the soup, but I didn't do any better than Ignatius or Charlotte.
Perception check, Aspen?
Ah,
It is a empty pool of water, similar to the one where you saw the fish in before, but there are no fish in this one.
No,
Can I-
no,
can I
there's
check
more
this
to
one?
it. I need to look at the soup.
You gonna take a look?
People fishing for the wins here. Let's go.
I've been standing next to motherfucker. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Alright, let me give it a go.
Someone's bound to hit something.
Really?
Technically.
I guess
Another eight.
Theoretically.
I guess Iggy ate all his good rolls.
These
Strangle you.
these two merfolk here, are they facing us or turned away?
So, interesting enough, what you see ahead of you are 3 large bookshelves. And you do notice that there are 2 figures moving about between them, but they're partially obscured by the bookshelves.
All right. I'm gonna turn to Usky, and with voiceless speech communicate to get the rest.
He nods, steps back over, just motions the others to follow.
As
We
she's
have
doing
more
that,
company.
I'm gonna try and sneak up onto this one.
Okay.
And then just stab it while it's looking at the books.
Alright. You already made a pretty good stealth check, so I say go ahead and roll your attack. Uh, 18 hits.
And
8
then we'll
points
throw
of
the
damage.
lightning into it for sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh,
All
it's alive.
13 points of damage as you shock into it, and she lets out a horrible yell, which immediately alerts the other one. And we're going to roll our initiative.
Woohoo!
Yippee!
All right.
The stars align. Fear
Damn.
their portents.
Nat 20 on the one initiative roll
That
that
doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, Vanya. You struck this merfolk pretty well, and you're used to them collapsing. This one did not. She looks not great though.
We'll steady aim, and I'm just gonna do it again.
All right.
Oh
22
god,
hits.
sorry, hold on, let me just get stab again.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah. Lightning
It's
again.
so impolite to just not kill someone in one hit when you're like that. That's got to be so awkward.
She had 1 HP.
Did she?
Well,
oh my
really.
god.
You were very
we'll
close to
just-
one-shotting her, but just short.
We're gonna run up on the other one then. If I can move, why won't it let me move?
Skill issue?
Oh,
Game is paused. There we go. That
we go.
explains. Yeah, we're gonna go whoop, over here
All right.
and pass.
All right. Aspen.
Yeah, I'm too far away from everything. Can I see anything? I can't. Then I guess I'm gonna dash my action.
All right.
I think I should be able to get that.
Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
30. Right up behind. I'm going to make a crossbow attack. Actually, would not technically be able to make the attack because there is a bookshelf in the way. So they are actually going to have to dash too. And that's as far as they get. A ski.
Alrighty, let's see here. 1, a 2, a 3.
So for range attack
Hello?
purposes, this is...
Oh.
These are bookshelves, so these are providing cover.
Oh, okay. So that's
For a moment, I thought those were like tables or
3.
benches or something.
They look like it, but
4.
yeah, they're actually bookshelves.
5, 6. So is that full cover or half cover?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 3/4 cover, so it's gonna give them about like, I think it's +5 to their AC.
Well, there's nothing else I can do this turn, so might as well.
We'll double check.
Cool. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, 3/4 is +5 to AC and dex saves. But yeah, that will miss. Alright. This other, merfolk that you run up on, turns towards you as you make yourself known and hisses, and she draws, 2 rapiers that are made out of coral. And she's going to, attempt to stab you. With natural 2. And then she's going to attempt to attack you, with the second one. Natural 16. You're going to take 9 points of damage, and I need you to make a con saving throw.
Is this poison?
It is poison.
I'm immune.
Paul would be
Alright.
proud.
Noted. Alright, you can feel the toxins trying to be pushed into you, so you're now aware that this is a thing that they're capable of doing. You have no
This is
idea
right.
what the effect does.
That's good. I don't want to. Oh, it made me roll it anyway, but yeah.
Yeah,
I am immune in infiltrator form.
okay.
Resistant
Wondering
to
why it
poison
wasn't doing
damage.
but yeah.
Resistant to poison damage and immune to the poisoned effect.
Well, this is a paralyzing effect. So let me,
Is it done through the poison though? That's why I'm
let me
trying to work out.
Let's see. So immunity to the poison condition, which is very specific, and
Poison
resistant to
condition,
poison
okay.
damage. So you can
So,
still
yeah, I'm
take.
paralyzed.
So you're yeah, you would technically be paralyzed in this instance.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. I misunderstood what you were saying.
You're good. Definitely need to read that. But all right, you are now feel the toxins seeping in, and your body seizes up.
Oh, fun.
All right,
Yay!
Ignatius.
Cool, we win these. I cannot
Laugh.
hang on.
Yeah, you will have to
There we go,
navigate
lock
around these. You will not be able to move through the bookshelves, as a heads
He
up.
can fly.
Yes, but for tracking movement.
Alright, well, would that take him to standing on top of the bookshelf to slap the son of a bitch from above?
I'm gonna say there's not gonna be enough space for you to get onto the bookshelf without reaching the ceiling.
Well, that's just awkward. Fuck it, he'll just skip between the rows then.
Okay.
And that's 3/4 cover, right? How does that apply for me whacking him?
In this instance, I imagine you're trying to jab through the bookshelf to try and hit them.
Yeah.
They're like maybe one of the openings in the space. It's very cluttered, so it's gonna
There's
be
the halberd
difficult.
shooting through there. I mean, hey, he's got long arms. Could just whack him from above. Whatever negative you think is warranted, though.
Go ahead and make the attack roll. They will gain the +5 to AC.
Bet. I'm gonna hit him. Just you watch.
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
Rad.
Nice.
12 points of damage. Your javelin comes shooting through just enough of a gap to like slash across their back and leave a pretty bad wound. They're looking
All right.
pretty bloodied after that.
Cool. So now Ignatius is gonna stick his fucking head through and chomp. Because I guess that works.
Like the Velociraptor in the kitchen in Jurassic Park.
I hate that that's an apt comparison. All right, let's ball.
All right.
Aw.
That will hit.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Extra 9 points of damage. They are now looking critical.
All right, that's all he wrote.
All right, a set.
All right, let's see. Can I make this? I don't suppose I can hit this one from here.
You can attempt the shot, but they will again get the 3/4 cover. It's just enough for them.
Okay, I'll try that. Better than nothing. That's probably not gonna hit.
That unfortunately
What
will miss.
Yeah. Shit.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
could have. Should have gone with Zephyr Strike, but that's hindsight. I am good.
What?
She said she was good.
Okay. Are you just leaving Mocha over here?
No, I'm trying to like move them over, but like the token is invisible on my end. There we go.
I think were you not able to see him when you deselected your token?
I wasn't for some reason.
I can't believe Mocha doesn't have object permanence.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hi, that's my turn.
Alright, let's see. Let me double check this poison.
Set to the end of my turn, so I can't act
Okay,
right now.
so, yeah.
Eat Aspen, go.
Alright, Aspen.
Do I have enough movement to get in range?
Yeah, you get up there, move up there. Yeah, you should be able to swing.
Nice. Let's do the swing. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, 22 will definitely hit. And with 12 damage, this one crumbles as you swing the axe from around the corner and end up taking its head clean off.
Flex.
I would like to rifle this thing's person to see if I can find any of that toxin, because yes, please.
Investigation.
Also, these are bookshelves. Can I like go rifle through those?
Absolutely. Anybody looking around, roll investigation and tell me what you're looking for.
24.
I'm gonna look at this bottom shelf here where I am.
Okay.
For any sort of documents.
I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm just looking around.
It's okay.
Anything that
Yeah,
stands out.
any documents or books that stand out to me.
Okay. Vanya, looking over the weapons that the merfolk was using, it appears that whatever toxin that was injected into you came from, like, the weapons themselves. You're not entirely certain how they work, or how one could even extract that.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna leave
Stab
it there then.
yourself a little bit and see if there's like an injector system. I mean, you're kind of, you're not gonna get hurt by it.
Okay,
Stab yourself
let's
a
see.
little. I mean, like just a pinprick.
Spin and instead of looking in here, okay.
You're a little more durable than me.
Okay, so in this room there are 3 bookshelves. They are made out of petrified wood, and stacked on them are 4-foot diameter, 600-pound rocks that appear to be engraved with strange-looking ruins on them. They do not appear to be any language that you recognize. Eyeing anything else in the room, let's see what else there is. No, it's just these. Yeah. Each of the bookshelves has one of these very large, runic carved, rock. They're very strange. They're set up as if possibly telling some kind of information, because they're all set up in like a, not quite a display, but they are being presented forward. I just hit the wrong button. Cool. Give me 1 second.
Oh, did you close by accident?
I clicked on one of my tabs by accident, so it took me out of the game.
Yeah.
Oops.
The amount of times I do that when I DM. Or middle click one of them.
I was trying to pull up the actual scene, so it's gonna take me just a second. So hold up. It's not wanting to load, so let me log out and log back in. I push to talk is also the back button sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Mine's go forwards, so I usually don't have that issue, but sometimes.
As soon as it'll load the scene. There we go, game. Alright. Okay, let me see what else we got. The Charlotte rolled natural 1, so nothing nothing from there. Alright. Was there anyone that had like any specific questions or any other searchings?
I mean, really, just wanting to see if there's anything among the collection that's recognizable to, like, if not to a ski herself, then she knows like someone recognizes it.
Are you trying to see if the language, whatever it is, on the ruins are...
Yeah, is it kind of the same as before, or is there like any different languages that might be in this collection instead? But of course I got a 4, so I'm probably not gonna find much anyways.
They're definitely not familiar to you.
Yeah, that figures.
Can I just give the walls along here a tap just to see if anything sounds different.
Okay. Are you looking for something in particular?
A hidden passage, something like that.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I just realized I could have killed that first one entirely in silence. I keep forgetting to use my Devil's Due.
Could just push one of the big rocks on him.
Looking around and just kind of giving the walls a bit of a tap, because you recognize that the first secret passage was an illusion. All the walls here appear to be solid, and none of them appear to give off any kind of a hollow feel. Doesn't feel like there's anything hidden in this room.
Okay.
Charlotte, since you're over by the pool, make me a perception check.
Yay. 14.
14. Let's see. Okay. Off the top of your head, for Charlotte in this moment, what is Charlotte thinking about? Are they thinking about anything in particular?
Yes. She is thinking about the village that we had just come into right next to the dungeon.
Caverny Village?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you are taking a glance towards the pool, you notice that its waters seem to shift, and an image starts to form, and you can see within the water a silhouette that looks like the village.
Everyone,
Nobody
come
thinks that's
quickly.
wrong.
Yeah, Vanya's gonna kind of look in and kind of with a bit of wonder going on, because that's kind of cool.
You also notice that as you're like looking at what appears to be like an outwardly view of the village, it is above water. You see movement. It kind of gives a sense of this may be like a real time image of the village in its current state. You do see some familiar figures, the Crescent Divers. It looks like there are two of them, alternating along the shore. They're seemingly still keeping up watch.
Is scrying pools another such magical thing widely known? Like, if I looked at this, would I go, oh yeah, I saw one of these before on the war?
You know that scrying as a magic exists. You've probably not seen it like this before. Not in this form.
Weird. Let's see if we can see the rest of the dungeon.
Do you think this is how they wait for the right time to attack?
Possibly.
If I was a fish that wanted to attack a town, that's what I would do.
Let me try something. I'm going to try to think about this dungeon.
You're going to think about the dungeon itself?
Think about like the internal structures of it, like memories of the rooms I've seen.
Just don't think of any intrusive thoughts. Just don't think any intrusive thoughts.
I think of this room and we get the mirror to mirror thing.
Oh god, it's like when you put two cell phones together.
Okay. The initial aspect does begin with this room, because this room is the most recent thought that was occurring. So you see an outwardly position of everybody kind of like gathered around, peering into the pool, and you watch as it goes back the way you came, tracing through the rooms, before it ends up going downstairs, back to the first room, and traverses into the pool downstairs. And you watch as the view shifts through a underwater passage, which leads out into the same whirlpool that you saw before. You can now see that the whirlpool reaches up very high. It is From this current perspective, you can't really tell if it reaches the surface, but because the vision of the scrying is pretty limited, but the direction of where the whirlpool is pulling down has an end. There is a bottom to this area, and you see a very large metal grate that is covering part of the bottom of the seafloor, and that seems to be where all the water is being not really sucked into, but being gravitated towards. And as the vision kind of pulls towards it for a moment, there seems to be a faint, bluish purple glow emitting from beneath this grate. You're not sure at all what this is.
Do you think that could be the source of the dungeon, whatever's down there?
Maybe.
Giant bathtub drain.
Like that, yeah.
The dungeon
How
tries to emulate things. Maybe it saw a porcelain tub in a... They probably don't have one of those here, do they?
Doubtful. How are you doing this, Charlotte?
I was just thinking about it, focusing on it, and it appeared.
Oh.
Vanya's gonna take a few steps away.
But that whirlpool we'll have to head to at some point.
If we think really hard about Samson, do we see him in just shorts and a vest eating a pot noodle?
Okay. Does Aspen say this out loud?
I mean, I don't think a pot noodle's a thing.
Actually, Samson.
Why don't you look and see if your husband still looks all, you know.
Why do you say it like that?
She's gonna look to everyone. A moment, please. I need y'all to step away.
If we must.
As you wish.
He's going to be doing something embarrassingly single.
Ignatius will step back and look away and mutter something to himself. Oh, God forbid I ask for privacy. I don't get any.
I'm going to think about my house in Dole.
Okay. The pool shimmers again, and it seems to start from the surface of the lake, and you get this very vertigo feeling as it kind of jets across the surface of the terrain, going over hills and past roads and fields, and eventually approaches the city of Dole. And you very quickly get almost like a bird's eye view before it begins to zero in on where your house is. And it comes to stop just outside of it, and you can see it's still there. Nothing seems very different about it.
Alright. Very impressed by this. I'm going to look at one more thing. Let me find the location. I'm going to be thinking about Arloris.
Anything specific? You can DM me if you want to make it a little bit more discreet.
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
While this is going on, Vanya's going to be keeping a watch down towards those stairs. I'm assuming that goes underwater.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The vision pulls back into its bird's eye position again of Dole, and then looks more towards the south, specifically the southwest, and immediately darts over the nearby mountains. It's very jarring seeing this travel at such speeds, because you know how far this distance is, but it's doing it in a matter of like seconds. And it pulls into the vast city of Arloris, and it begins to descend into the upper districts, where it settles out on a what appears to be a now vacant lot. There is nothing there.
I'd try thinking of anything else immediately. I'd try to give Dole again.
Okay. The vision immediately will pull back away towards Dole and just kind of
And-
sit there for a second.
And I step away.
He wasn't doing anything interesting, I guess?
No. I could just see the house.
Aspen's gonna think of home.
Oh.
Mostly just as a curiosity.
Okay. The vision in the pool shifts again, pulling from Dole and zooming past Gaverny Village, all the way up past the mantle and into Oria. It continues to go through the snow until it gets right onto the edge of Isfik Village, where it borders right along the forest nearby. You can see your family's lodge house. It is just the way you left it. It does not appear like anything immediate has changed. You do see some familiar faces that you would recognize from your village. You don't immediately see either of your parents.
Okay, now I would like to dip a finger in the water.
Don't taste
Okay.
it.
Oh, I was. You said it was going to
I'm
try
just
using the
checking the
spells.
temperature. Like, is it a normal temperature or is it Oria cold temperature?
It is like a lukewarm temperature.
It shows places, but I guess it does not go to places.
Let me try something. Iset is going to go ahead and try to use the pool and see if she can get a grip on her long lost husband who mysteriously escaped some 900 years ago.
You're gonna have to give me any information about this, because I don't know anything on this one.
I believe I did tell you some of this stuff on the sidelines, but let me just DM it to you directly.
I'll go back into it. None of this is immediately familiar for me, so let me see what I can dig up. Yeah, I don't have anything on it.
I have to wonder if it'll even work.
Yeah, I have something in mind that I'm curious about as well.
In this episode, the gang plays with a mirror.
We got Google Earth.
We got Google Earth. You expect us not to use it?
Ooh, I wonder what happens if you think of the broken world.
A migraine?
A very interesting point. It's a different, well, not a different plane so much, but like a different place entirely. So
Yeah.
Vanya, however, is staying far away from that thing. Nope.
Imagine we look everywhere
Okay.
it's Maytime.
Okay. You attempt to focus on this particular individual, and the pools begin to shimmer for a second, and then they just dissipate entirely.
Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. Oh well. Ignatius, you seem eager.
Ignatius would like to take a look at the pool.
Okay.
And before doing so, he would clear his throat, mutter to himself, I believe I know somewhere I can look that will aid us. I simply request privacy, and not unlike that situation back with the guard captain, I do request the utmost privacy in this situation. It is both a personal and professional affair.
I think it just moves down here and starts playing with the weird glowing orb on the wall.
I'm gonna stare at the wall.
Does this thing have sound?
No.
And it's like raised up, right? This is not just set into the floor.
Yeah, it's raised up enough that it's at waist height.
Cool. Aspen's just gonna kind of like turn around and just take a seat, really, just facing away from it. Maybe just like start sharpening the axe a little bit.
Good enough. All right, I'm DMing you.
Okay. Oh boy. The pools begin to form back together for a vision and pull off into Arloris. And for a moment, you see a silver dragon woman, very elegant, dressed in what appears to be some form of... It's sort of like military wear, but more formal. And she is currently talking with several other individuals. She appears to be on a dock nearby, and they are currently looking over what appears to be some kind of like shipping manifest. You want to give me a perception check, you might be able to glean a little bit more.
Oh god. All right.
Mm.
Dice, don't fail me now, please, of all times.
8.
Fuck, I rolled a 7.
Hey, you rolled a 7 for a 9. It's not an 8, right?
Maybe the curse is broken. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a curse. Who knows?
Maybe the curse was the friends we made along the way. Anyways. A 9. Been unfortunate. You're not able to glean anything in particular from the manifest. But you do recognize, and I'll give this to you for free because it's kind of hard to miss. Some of the crates being moved around have the logo of the Silverclaw Company on them.
Cool and good and good and cool. Alright, noted. Alright, if that's all to be gotten, Ignatius will say, alright, I am finished. And let the vision dissipate.
Right, shall we keep clearing?
And with that, we will go on break.
Ah, yes.
Oh boy.
Drink time, BRB.
Yeah.
Hey, be right back.
Yeah, I gotta hydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate, baby. Go get something to drink.
We love divination.
I return.
Hi.
With bottle of water.
Water bottle.
You got to say it like an American. You've got to get the D in there.
The water.
Water
Okay,
bottle.
that was scary. The way you just raise your pitch and the axe is completely gone.
Yep. it's the one thing, like, my pitch raising is a comfort thing. I usually keep my voice around here just because I don't want to hurt my throat.
That's fair.
I used to be deeper than this even, so heh.
Man, I really want to play Crow Country.
I am actually extremely excited because the Ark Roleplay server I'm on is going live again this weekend, so
Woo.
I'm incredibly hyped to get back on there. I have made a not pirate honest. But well, that and the fucking Final Fantasy expansion comes out next month.
Early or late?
Late.
Ah.
June 28th, I think it was. Or July 2nd, they're releasing it. Not July 2nd. That makes no sense. That's been and gone. No, it hasn't. I'm melting inside. It's July 2nd. It's coming up.
Ah. 4th on July.
Early access is the 28th of June. However, that's why I was thinking the 28th. So basically, everybody that pre-ordered the expansion gets in early. And it's heckin' 9 related quite heavily, it looks like, so I'm incredibly excited.
Okay. I am looking forward to that, but I'm like, how much Burmese Clavera stuff we'll get. I am absolutely like not expecting anything. The minimum I ask is Freya Crescent gear for Dragoons.
Doubtful, but we are looking at getting FF9's version of Garland, potentially.
So
Pandemonium.
Yep. I hope he gets the fancy organ.
Yeah. It depends really what else is going on in there too. I know that 11's getting its tie-in raid as well. That's the 24-man. So if you played 11 at all,
I did.
That was my MMO for a very long time.
My brother played through Rise of Zillar, Chains of Prometheia, Treasures of Mount Urgan, but not like the last 3.
Wings of the Goddess is where I stopped playing. Towards the end of it. But I had most of the classes at the time before Wings of the Goddess, because Wings of the Goddess lifted the cap to 90, I think it was. I didn't get that far. My red mage was my kind of go-to.
I was a warrior and a samurai.
Refresh mage, let's go. But yeah, no, I'm incredibly hyped because you get a little Zidane, minion if you pre-order, and Dagger if you just buy the special edition. And then you've got Viper, which is named after one of Zidane's weapons. And then there's a one of the weapons that they've shown off is named after one of the moves he does in Trance as well.
Okay. I'm just asking. I need some sort of Freya reference one way or another.
Yes.
Anything.
My wife.
Okay, I'll fight you.
What's happening?
Waifu fighting.
We're fighting over Freya Crescent. Don't worry about it. Dragoon Rat, let's go.
Don't say that.
What do you mean? That's what she is. She's a Burmesian. They're rats. It's like calling Moomins not hippos because they're hippos.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't the rat part, all right?
Oh.
Was it the waifu part?
I think it's better we stop talking. Unilaterally.
I'm extremely confused.
I assure you it's better this way. Cut this from the VOD.
No, I want to know.
Refuse. Leave it.
Censored for the sake of the audience.
I think
I'll
she's
even
got waifu
timestamp
energy.
it.
Mods. Twist that dick off.
Data expunged. Redacted.
Alright, let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
Appreciate the reference.
It's how I'd want to go.
Exterminatus.
At least it's clean.
Oh, that everyone is like, hey, it's my turn with the secret bowl of water.
Nope.
Yeah, you know,
Nope.
for an episode that supposedly wasn't going to have a lot of plot, we managed.
Scrying soup.
Look,
Squid
that
soup.
scrying soup can stay out of Vanya's head.
But there's so much you could scry on.
There's like
Wait, what if I stand next to it and think of Vanya's family?
there's like 2 things she'd want to look at, and one of those things she definitely doesn't want the rest of the group looking at too, even accidentally. So doesn't really mind about them looking at her family, but she's just too scatterbrained to focus.
I mean, if we're going to stand around, you know, like, just looking at this thing, I got some other appointments to check in on. It's like,
Just
you know,
spy on
getting
Vincent.
reservations on your phone or something. Hey, I mean, I'm honest. I'm figuring shit out.
Wait, have we worked out if it can do people as well as locations?
No one, to my knowledge, has looked after. No one to the group's knowledge has looked at for a person.
We should check the sussy guard back in what's it, Louvain?
Felds?
When Felt was in gold.
Dante is convinced that Veronica, sorry, is I said the wrong name. The name you gave us first, but was wrong. Veronica is according to Dante.
According
Super
to Dante, Dante is 40% sure in their convictions. Yes. That's what the number was they gave me.
Yep.
And
40%, that's a specific number.
It
was oddly specific.
Well, the thing is, I know that Duo's enjoying dicking around with us in this campaign, right? So the problem is, I've got this idea, and I feel like there's evidence leading to this idea, but I'm not sure if the dicking around is the idea, or if that's a mislead for the idea. So, like...
I don't know!
What the fuck are you what?
Don't worry about it.
I followed the train of thought.
Dante is struggling to tell the difference if Duo is intentionally throwing us red flags as a way to, like, make us assume something, like with the hunters that we saw on the road, or if this person is in fact actually just fine. And
You want red
Bent is
flags?
overreading
I
it.
can get red flags. I can look
I mean-
for someone else.
Ignatius is a walking red flag, let's be real.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss over here. Am I telling the truth? You'll never fucking know.
in 7 levels ish. No, wait, less than that. At 9th level, no one will be able to tell if I'm lying because you'll all get disadvantaged trying to tell.
Except for Ignatius. Ignatius will get to a point where they can just.
That's like at 15th level. It's gonna be a
it's
while.
It's gonna be a while, but eventually nobody will be able to lie to Ignatius.
The point is, I don't know if I'm seeing a thing or if Duo just wants me to see a thing.
Yep. Okay, I think we're all here.
Anyways, yes. Back to this game we're playing.
Oh yeah, we do that, huh?
This
Alright.
Yeah,
isn't
we
a
have one of
podcast.
those games. Iggy has a second thing he would like to look at.
Oh, really?
Vanya tapping her foot.
What are we looking for?
DM'd.
You've been pinged. Oh, this will be extra funny. Okay.
Oh god.
So your view into the pool begins again at Arloris, and then quickly shifts. What is the name of this location again? It begins navigating north across the open waters before settling on a couple of archipelagos just off the coast, much further north. And you recognize this particular location from some information that you had gathered before. This appears to be the once occupied and supposedly abandoned city of Trisoli. And your view comes back in, and you see once more a silver dragon. More masculine features this time. And you notice that they are currently moving some people about within what appears to be some kind of large forge area. You see different crates of like raw silver ore being pulled in, and it appears that they are currently directing some kind of smelting operation at the moment.
Okay, noted.
You know what? I will join in. Sod it.
Oh boy.
She's gonna step on. I'm gonna DM you very quickly.
Oh, okay. You attempt to focus in on this person, and the pools of water attempts to like pull as if it is shooting across to like towards this particular location. And it just dissipates entirely. Does not seem to land.
There's a slight smirk, and she just steps away.
I guess I'll go back for one more thing. Just a very quick one.
We're gonna be here all night with this thing.
Let's check on how Veronica's doing.
This
Just
is it.
real
This is the
quick.
rest of the session.
Alright.
You've put a toy in front of us.
I have. I'm gonna have to break the toy at some
You
point.
have.
Alright, you said you're gonna look for Veronica?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what time of fucking day is it right now? Because you guys are fucking underwater.
We have no idea because we fell asleep down here.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
don't know, and
So-
apparently you don't either.
I'm just trying to figure out where she would be at this exact moment.
Talking with the Grand Feral.
It can be whatever time you want it to be. What the fuck?
Alright. Based off some of the other information I've already given, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is probably closer to, like, the afternoon. Your view pulls away, from Gaverny Village and towards Louvain. And it starts up towards, the palace itself. You remember the palace gardens specifically. This is going within the palace. And you see Veronica with her typical knightly garb on and her mask. And you watch as she is gathered with several other knightly figures. And they are currently standing in some sort of presentation. And make me a history check.
Alright, my best ability. 19.
19. One of the figures that begins moving between them, you recognize it is Queen Sophia.
Oh.
It appears that Veronica is currently occupied in some kind of situation where the queen has gathered all of her knights. You're not able to hear anything because there's no sound.
Unfortunate.
But they appear to be being addressed for something.
Interesting.
Shit, the Queen's a feral.
I thought it was a firearm safety seminar or something. Jesus.
Dante, you need to start a conspiracy board like the one we're doing in our Wild Mountain game. I want to see how crazy this gets.
I think Sylvia the shit.
Have I
Yeah,
sent
the scene.
I mean,
Have I posted a
It's-
picture of our Wild Mount conspiracy board?
No.
No.
No, I don't think you have.
Alright, give me 1 second.
all I'm saying is that the Dante conspiracy board isn't exactly going to be complex. It's just going to be ferals written in the middle with every single NPC pointing towards it.
No, I can draw lines between them. They're all still ferals, but trust me, I can draw the lines.
Are you a feral?
Here we go.
I plead the fifth.
I want you to know, we spent like 4 hours on this stupid shit.
Oh my god.
Rudis!
Oh, please put this picture in like the upload. Like edit this into
Let's
the bot if
see.
you can.
Yeah, do it.
I love the fact that Rudis is not connected to anything.
Rudis is connected to everything.
Yeah, we
It's just
are-
omnipresent. If you want to connect it to everything he's connected to, you just have like a wire for every single point on the board.
We're traipsing through the Empire, so we're figuring out what dots are connected to who and where. And there is... I think we've added, like, a little bit more after this. It hasn't gotten too crazy. It's already kind of crazy, but it's gonna get probably worse. We've got plenty of yarn and notes to add to it. Yeah, that's happening. Anyways. Anyone else sticking a toe in the pool? Or are we done?
Well, look, I get that it's interesting, but let's move.
Ignatius would like to read the room and just try and get a vibe on how people are reacting to their, like, you know.
The information they're
Division.
getting?
Yeah.
Insight check.
I'm
If
playing
anyone-
perception.
Yeah, if anyone's being any cagey about what they've been looking at, deceptions.
Oh no, Vanya's an open book. She just looks kind of
Oh
smug.
my god. Alright, yeah, Ignatius would like to hide this information.
He said is not trying to hide anything, but she is going to, do an inside check on Iggy in turn.
Okay. Well, you said
I
you're
believe
able
that was enough.
to read Ignatius. Ignatius, how were you reacting to your information?
Oh, he is like placid, unresponsive. He looks totally normal. And Aset can just see like a little twitch on his eyebrow, and she just knows he is fucking furious underneath all that.
Hmm.
And who else? Ignatius, you definitely are getting a read off Charlotte. Charlotte, how are you reacting to your information?
She is definitely, absolutely upset. The sad kind of upset.
Huh.
I'm gonna have Aspen stand up again and look into the pool and think another thing. But this is an experiment because this is a bit more nebulous. Aspen's gonna try and think about like the method to close this dungeon for good.
Not a bad answer. Not a bad question.
I mean, there's not just gonna be a giant off switch. I'd love there if
No,
there
but it
was.
might show us a creature in particular, or I don't know.
Okay. All right. No, I like this. Okay. So, you tried to put these thoughts forward into the pool, and you once again get a quick vision of your current position where you were at, and it begins to shift up through the ceiling into a completely different section, and as it like comes into the adjacent room above you, it very quickly starts to become disordered, and the uh, scrying just immediately ends, and the pool starts to fade.
I think I broke it.
Well, good, because we're stalling and wasting time.
But judging by where it was going, I think maybe the way to close this dungeon is on the next floor up.
Well, there were stairs that I think went up in the other room.
Well, up seems like the way to go.
Let's finish clearing behind us before we go any further up.
All right. So moving up towards the next sunken area. This is underwater, as a heads up.
Yeah, just gonna do the usual. Just dive right on in.
All right.
Holding my breath and going.
Yeah.
We'll be keeping track of timers.
Vanya's gonna pause here a moment and point to this way as a sort of just to look and then keep moving.
You're pointing like out into the open water.
Yeah, into the whirlpool.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
So you make that gesture. Everyone can see there is an open crevice to the side where there is the whirlpool that Vanya has mentioned a few times. It appears that there are multiple ways to traverse this area to reach this center, and possibly shortcut across the dungeon.
Also, that statue in the water back there. Can I get a good look at that, or
Perception check.
19?
19. Let's see. 21. All right. Let's see here. You take a quick glance at the very large statue that encompasses the middle of the room. You know that a lot of statues tend to portray their figures in a very large and lifelike manner. This person already seems like they're being portrayed in a even grander manner. They are gigantic in comparison to you. They are holding a trident in one hand and covered in various degrees of barnacles and a couple starfish here and there. But otherwise, their entire appearance is somewhat vaguely brethren like. If a brethren was extremely muscular, like this is, you've not seen anyone like this. They are quite
Range.
literally gigantic in proportions, just all around.
Okay, two things.
And hold up,
Got it.
you rolled a 19. Getting as you are swimming by and you take note of the statue, something does catch your eye. You notice that there are weird scraping tracks across the floor right next to where the statue currently sits, like it has been moved.
Interesting.
Wait, where is Ignatius and Aspen?
Aspen's-
Ignatius is in the water.
Aspen doesn't want to go in the water. Is waiting to see if someone says
Oh
it's
yeah, no,
essential.
the ski is in exactly the same position. She would much rather take care of all of the dry stuff first.
Save will come and tell us if it's important.
Manu is very good at quickly try to back up as quietly as she can.
Make me a stealth check. I've been having to try to keep track of where everyone is. Okay, you're fine.
Okay, I just want to reiterate, because I'd be with the group normally, I just wanted to clear this out. Two things.
What?
I'm just imagining buff Korean Jesus in my mind. And also, is the trident similar to the one that Ignatius is holding?
It looks similar in design, but it's not exactly the same. The one that is being conveyed in the statue is definitely more elaborate.
Damn, he got the cooler one. Alright.
Zed, wait. Don't.
How's it going to?
To the. She points. There's another one of these
Saw a shark in
things in
the
there.
water.
There's a lot in there.
Mm.
Let's
Fun.
clear this room. Where's everybody else?
Charlotte's gonna approach the steps and look over to Vanya and Aspen.
Yeah, Ignatius
Hands on her
wasn't
hips.
accounted for.
That we can't see them. You'd have to swim through.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that a ski has no clue what's happening on the other side. She is of the mind and the hope that they are just wasting their time over there, and that soon they will be re-emerging to go to a more important part of the dungeon.
funny you mentioned I'm diving back in.
So are those two fools going to stop futzing about back there and come over here, or what?
And then Charlotte is just going to emerge. Can either of you swim?
For the sake of argument, let's say no.
I'd
It's not-
prefer not to if we could avoid it. There did seem to be an entire other floor that was quite dry that we saw earlier.
You'll dry up quick. It's not long. It's very quick. Just a
You
number of
have
seconds.
never seen a wet bear, have you?
I have been sharing a wagon with a wet dog.
If you bet.
Man,
The cleanest person in the group gets bad-mouthed from across the world.
yeah, I hope you're enjoying this bullshit from FWA.
I may not smell bad, but I will be damp for a very long time.
I take it you all found something over there.
Yes, there's more creatures down there, and we've also seen the whirlpool that Vanya saw earlier.
Well, look, the whirlpool doesn't seem to be important, and the creatures back there haven't noticed us, so we can just leave them there.
It
They're not going to follow us.
It might be important.
At this point, Eski will simply sigh and plug up her nose and just kind of walk straight in and not even attempt to swim, just walk along the bottom of the pool using making she has
The
her
spider climb slippers.
Yeah, her spider climb slippers, so like she isn't even like getting pulled away by any like current or buoyancy or anything. She is just walking straight along until she gets to the end.
See, now that's some Sadako shit right there.
Yeah, well, I can't cheat like that, so,
Well, get better.
Just
Can't walk
be
across
better.
the floor of the fucking ocean? Oh, skill issue, skill issue.
Pirates of the Caribbean style, let's go.
Alright. I'm
Is there other
told
way
there's
around?
something over here that made that worth it.
Well, we don't know. So sorry in advance.
She just sort of smirks at a ski.
Aspen, I saw something in the pool about the whirlpool leading down to some kind of grate, something glowing in it. That could be a way to remove this dungeon.
The screening pool said what we need is up.
Yeah, we go up the whirlpool.
You're not there.
Oh shit, right.
I mean, we have to try whatever we can to make this thing go down for good. Maybe it's there's multiple things we have to do to have it stay gone.
Well, I could wait at the stairs up unless you really need me.
Charlotte's gonna sigh. Just be careful. And head back in the water.
Duh.
Just emerges. Aspen's not coming with.
They said they could swim, didn't they?
They're worried about the smell.
Was that their first concern?
Well, let's continue and get back to them as quickly as we can.
Agreed. They should be able to handle
Careful.
themselves.
We're in a dungeon full of strange sea creatures and they're worried about the smell. Are you serious?
We were just through a sewer.
I'm being slandered right now. I specifically said it wasn't the smell.
I need stealth checks from Charlotte and Nisette.
Well, not great, not terrible.
Bearer of the curse, 8.
Yeah.
Alright. Your abrupt talking and moving forward has caught the attention, and you hear the clanging that was happening in the next room over has stopped. And now you hear movement, as they are now coming this way.
Blacksmithing ceases.
And we're going to roll initiative. There's quite a few things to fight here.
Oh god, that was an awful roll.
Lots of things.
Okay. Okay. 17, okay. Okay. Top round. Well, this Sahuagin is going to immediately come out, spear forward, and is going to attempt to jam straight into his set. Teetered off a natural 20.
Miss.
And then followed up with a bite attack. Also miss.
Also miss.
Alright, a set.
Okay.
Twenty-two
6
hits.
damage.
6 points of damage.
Hey Mocha, come here.
Give him the who's.
Yes.
19 hits. Ooh,
Near max damage.
Near max damage. Looking pretty bad now.
Good. That's my turn.
Alright. This Suhugan is going to come up and repeat. Spear attack, it's 2. 1 bite attack, it's a natural 18. For 4 points of damage, as the Suhugan attempts to jab you with its spear, and you reflexively dodge out of the way, but then it lunges forward and manages to get a quick bite into your shoulder.
How rude.
Right, Vegas. Damn, just short. Crossbow it is. We'll target the one you've already shot at. 17 will hit. Max damage. That puts that one down. Ignatius.
Alright, alright, alright. Ignatius is gonna kick in his wings, and... Can he fly over where Charlotte is, get a bead on where he's going, and then, like, just... I just can't see around the corner before making a decision. Okay. 20 feet, he's hovering awkwardly above Charlotte, then... Voila. Alright, now he's gonna smack the guy to his right.
Okay. Hits. Minimum
damage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Woo, we love minimum damage. Alright, natural weapon.
You hit them at least. 15 hits. And 11 more points of damage. You get these 2 very quick blows out onto him, where he was not expecting you to just suddenly be behind him.
Hey, how you doing? Alright, that's the turn.
Vanya.
Okay. Step forwards. Ooh. Come around here. And see if I can finish this guy off.
Alright.
No.
Man's gonna swing a little too wide.
There's my turn.
Charlotte.
Alright. Alright, I'm already here. I had a plan, but never mind. Alright. Actually, let me look at a thing. I had a plan, changed it, but might change it again. What's the range of this sucker? Good. Actually, I'll play safe for now. Sorry, I'm like playing like my resource here. I have only so many spell slots. I'm gonna try to hit the mace. Melee, well, my weakest thing.
Hey, if Listen can do it, though, never mind. Okay.
Alas,
You
that is my
forgot
turn.
how to even swing the mace and almost fumble it out of your hands.
Whoop! That's my turn.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Tighter grip, Charlotte.
Okay.
Firmly grasp it.
I'll move to here. Target Ignatius. Attempt to hit with the Warhammer. 17
rude.
miss. Second swing. And natural 4, so second one miss.
We'll kill him first.
So it's going to be short. Yeah, he's gonna have to dash. But he will get up into here, and they are now blocking entrance into the forge. The ski.
Okay. One, probably all we need to target, shoot off at you. Bada bing,
That hits.
bada boom.
8
Alright.
points of damage as your shadow bolt comes flying past the set and collides with the Sahagin, and it just like blackens into where you hit it, and it crumples. All right.
Alright.
What else?
I guess just stepping a bit closer, but there's no other attacks I can make right now, so...
Alrighty. Okay. 30 feet. Yeah, this one will get up here. You see a much more well-armored Sahagin come up. This one is almost kind of like similar in prowess to Ignatius, in fact. Pretty heavy-looking armor, shield, and a nasty-looking blade. And they're gonna start swinging at Ignatius. .22, does that hit?
Let's see, 22. If I hit it with shield, that brings my... yeah, actually, fuck this guy.
Cast shield?
Uh-uh.
Alright, it will attempt the swings again. I believe your AC is what, 26 now? 'Cause you get +5 from that, so yeah.
24.
Are you using halberd, so it'd be, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Alright, miss and miss. So all 3 attacks miss.
Nice try. No money, though.
Alright, it's set.
Alright. Which of these shall I go after first? I guess the Blade Master. Seems like the bigger danger of the bunch. That'll hit.
26 hits.
10 damage.
10 points of damage.
Okay. Come on. Oh. Shane. Beat her off that natural 20. That's for her.
Alright, Vegas. This is never really a good way to get in there, so they're gonna just sit back here and fire off another crossbow attack. Can't really get any closer into the melee, unfortunately. Natural 16, 20. 20 will hit. 6 points of damage onto this Coral Smasher here. Ignatius, you've got a whole front line to deal with now.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Remind me, can I use Divine Smite along with Wrathful Smite in the same attack, since one's a,
So, Divine Smite consumes a spell slot, but it does not require an action or a bonus action. You just have to hit them with your melee weapon attack. You said, what, Wrathful Smite?
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
actually used as a spell. Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
So, it will consume 2 spell slots, one for Divine and then one for Wrathful.
Well, that's if I hit, so God only knows.
Yeah. Wrathful will take a bonus action. So, you will have to cast it, technically.
Oh, shit, sorry, hang on, let me...
Because you cast it and you concentrate on it for a minute until you land the attack.
Got it.
So... And we can roll that, or keep that. 25 hits, easily.
Awesome.
Alright, so 10 points of damage, plus 3 psychic.
And then we go with the good old Divine Smite.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I used Wrathful Smite instead of Searing Smite.
Oh,
Sorry, I meant to use Thunderous Smite.
oh, Thunderous?
I'm sorry, there are 3 of them listed as Smite, and like
There's
all of them
You
have
have
some
multiple
sort of
smites,
stack
you were a
icon.
paladin.
I know, I just mixed up the symbols.
Okay, so you wanted to use Thunderous.
Yes.
Okay, so let me undo that damage I did. And then, let's see, so... Attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone. Okay. So go ahead and roll the 2d6 thunder.
Right. I'm just gonna roll Thunderous but not use a spell slot.
You can just click the 2d6 in the page for Thunderous, too.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, 10 points of damage. Okay.
Cool, and then we follow that all up with Divine Smite.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Let me figure out what this strength save is here. It's a 14. Meets beats, so he does not get knocked back or knocked prone, but he does take the
Thank you.
damage, an additional 9 radiant.
Alright, so
Okay.
that was my standard, my bonus. I do think that's all I got. Alright, next turn.
Alright, here's the question. Can I share space to make my attack and then back out, or do I have to basically be resigned to range here?
There's unfortunately not enough room to get in here.
Yeah. Thought so. Fuck. Yeah, we'll step a little closer. I'm gonna throw my dagger at the Blade Master.
Okay. $16 misses.
Alright. And then I'm gonna back. I mean, I can't get past anything, so yeah, I'll back up in my turn.
Charlotte.
Alright. This was what I was planning. Alright, gotta target these 3. And I'm going to be casting Bane.
Okay.
So it automatically applies whenever... Oh, right, that's to make the saving throw.
Yeah, they have to fail the save, and it looks like
Oh, shit.
one did. So he is afflicted with Bane.
Oh, that's... Learned something today.
Yeah, it's not like Bless where it just automatically happens. They have to fail a save.
Well, I tried.
It's good. This one has got a less likely chance to land attacks or make saves.
Give me a second. I'm like, Yeah, I got nothing else on tap, so that is going to be it for my turn.
Okay. Well, this one's going to try to clear through. Is going to make an attack against Mocha. See that thing again where it doesn't recognize the thing. Oh, don't know why it did that. -3, so 14. 14 misses. So
Yay!
that's first attack. Alright. Second attack coming out. That brings it down to 16, which will hit Mocha. For 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Do they... I think they just have that debuff until you drop concentration.
Yep. It's like a minute.
Okay. Isn't able to do anything else. End of turn. This one is going to, again, focus on Ignatius, because you're right here. And a 14. Both miss. A ski.
Alrighty. Let's get a slightly better angle on Scary over here. And, try to be scarier. Let's see here.
Natural
Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Nice. 14 points of damage. As your bolt strikes into his armor and manages to get into a nice weak gap in it. He's looking bloodied now.
Oh.
Alrighty. Well, that's her job done.
Alright. Speaking of... Okay, does he have any other weird features? I don't think so. Oh, he's just a big armored dude. So he's gonna do big armored dude things, and that's hit a lot.
Hey, that's my shtick.
Alright.
We're made for
attack
each
one.
other.
18 misses. Currently using, yeah, your AC 19. Alright. Second attack.
Not even close,
Misses.
baby.
Third attack.
I am God's favorite soldier. I will never die.
Alright.
Dream. Don't
It's
die.
Alright. This fucker attacked my pit, so now I'm like mad.
It attacked me too, you know.
25 hits.
Min damage, unfortunately. Still, Mocha, booze. I don't know why it keeps prompting me to like discard previous rolls when I'm like...
Are you just happening to click the button maybe more than once?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe my mouse double clicked, whatever. Also, I just rolled and, like, for some reason it didn't do anything with it.
Alright, try it again.
It gave me a 13. Yeah, it's just. Eh?
There might be a latency issue.
Like, y'all are seeing these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, refresh your page and try it again. I think you're having a disconnect.
Maybe I got logged out while I wasn't looking or something. Okay, no, it's loading me back in, not just bouncing me back to the home page, so
Yeah, it could just be
I
a
don't know.
desync thing.
Maybe.
Do you have them targeted?
I do.
I'm not seeing the target icon, so that
Now I
might be...
do.
Yeah, try it again with Mocha.
That's a miss, however.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there. I can check it
Yeah, me neither.
later.
Oh well.
Okay. I think Vegas is gonna keep picking on this one that you're shooting at. Natural 20.
The stars align. Fear their portents.
Highs and lows for 12 points of damage. He's looking pretty critical now. Might have a way in here shortly. Ignatius.
Hi, how you doing? Let's kill this fucker. No, I
12
guess
misses.
not. Well, maybe we can do a little bit of nibble.
19 misses.
19 misses?
19 misses?
What?
Oh.
Dude's in plate with a shield.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's my current AC. Alright, that's all I got.
I was waiting for that to pull up.
I am unable to do anything because I have no ranged weaponry, and I can't get in range to fight because everyone else is blocking my way in. So that's my turn.
All right. I'm getting ready. You know, one bane. I don't care. I'm creating a fucking bonfire. I'm dropping concentration to drop a bonfire in these two.
Ooh.
Not great, but if
Alright.
it hits, it hits.
Let's see. What save is it?
Dexterity.
Dex. They don't have great dex saves, so the one there fails. The second one succeeds. So
All right.
he will take 1 fire damage.
Second spell. Not legendary action. Not DM anymore.
Excuse you.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon. And I'm gonna cast it behind the one that's assaulting Mocha.
Okay. There we go.
And I did not roll, but that's a 15 on him.
15? 15 beats.
Woo! 5 force damage.
Alright.
Oh god, it's still going.
Still
Oh.
up.
That's my turn.
Alright. Dex save. Fails. Go ahead and roll damage. See if you might be able to kill him before he can act. You got like a 50.
5.
Just enough.
Oh shit!
Fucking rip.
You literally had like a 50-50 of killing him.
Nice.
Alright, so he loses his turn. This one has to make the dex save. Also fails. Go ahead and roll
Miserable
damage.
failure.
Ooh.
7.
Alright. Yeah, gonna try again on Ignatius. Very clearly being an impassable wall right now. Oh, natural 18. 23.
Hey!
Max damage, 11 points.
Oh.
Dag, yo. That one actually kind of hurt.
Alright.
It didn't take that didn't take my other temp max hit points from the soup.
So the soup.
Sorry, the fucking delicious meal we had.
So the temp HP was from resting in the room, but the amount given isn't higher than the temp HP you get naturally, so it doesn't stack.
Right, it was a
what you
bonus
were
max health.
Yeah, what you were
Yep.
given were aid. So you technically have see 41 plus 5, you would have 46 health, so you're technically at 45 right now.
Cool, so do I just add 5 temp hit points?
Mechanically, yeah, just put on 5 temp hit points, because that'd be about what you're at.
Okay, I figured that'd be the easiest solution. Alright, cool. Yeah, hey guys, we're kind of fucked up. I'm down 1 hit point, and I still got 5 temp.
I'll heal you later.
You did fall below your maximum, unfortunately, though.
I did.
So your feature for Bulwark Armor would be disabled now.
Oh.
Well, is it my maximum if the maximum is raised?
Yes, because it is your hit point maximum.
Damn. Alright, yep. Bulwark Armor's turned off.
See. Your scales turn away trivial sources damage. You take no damage from single effects to deal less than a certain amount of damage. You lose this immunity, and the bonus AC once you fall below your maximum hit points.
Nah, I was just trying to be a little funny there, and nah, it's gone.
Alright. Escape.
Anyways, this guy is still up. Let's see if I can't fix that. Not at all. Not even close. The highest of highs and lowest of lows today, folks.
Alright. Well, you're unfortunately a little easier to hit now. Comes the first swing.
Ooh.
Oh no.
It's 10 points of slashing damage. Second swing. 15 will miss.
Yeah, I'm honestly not that concerned, all things considered.
18 will hit. For 6 more points of slashing damage as it manages to finally start to catch purchase through your now slightly weakened defenses. Alright, Bassett. There is an opening. There is also a bonfire.
Yeah, I'm not crossing the bonfire. I'm just gonna go ahead and down here instead. Or wait, no.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a wall there.
Yeah.
There's a very, very tight doorway, which has been part of Vanya's problem at the moment.
I shall continue as usual. Okay, that's a miss. Okay, Mocha, get in.
$16 hits.
Well, it's a hit. 5.
Low damage, but damage.
Damage is damage. That's my turn.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think Vegas would care at this point. They're definitely going to run through the bonfire. Dex saving throw.
Yep. Do a cool trick.
What's your DC?
13.
Alright, they pass.
Styling.
No damage?
No damage.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna come up and they're gonna try to, like, swing their great axe into this Blade Master. Ooh, 13's gonna swing a little too wide. You focus on trying to dodge the fire. Alright, Ignatius.
Damn, I was really planning on using Fire Breath just then.
You had a couple turns to make use of that opportunity.
Yeah, sorry, it's just that Vegas immediately got in the line of fire.
What Vegas would have done.
It is what Vegas would have done. No, that's perfectly fine. Which is why I'm just gonna halberd the big motherfucker some more.
Alright.
I'm
misses.
a little angry. Just a smidge.
11 also misses.
I'm a little
unfortunately.
furious.
I mean, you can't be. The barbarian's across the water right now.
No. You got me there.
I'm about to come back to Dante here in a second. Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Alright, Vanya, there is an opening.
Yeah, bonus action dash. I don't give a shit about the fire.
Okay. You will get one
dex save.
opportunity attack if you move that far.
That is fine.
Okay.
I'm doing the dex save for the fire.
I'll do that first. You're fine. Melee attack. Oh, okay. Did pull it up. That's a miss.
Okay. Now we're gonna stab this fucking thing.
Alright.
Oh, wait. You have to dex.
I've already done it.
25
24.
will hit.
And a 25 to hit. Yay!
Alright, 10 points of damage.
And we're gonna sneak attack lightning.
Alright. 10 more points of damage. He's looking critical now.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Charlotte.
Alright. Looking at this Blade Master, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Because if I know anything about an armored individual, their weakness is dexterity.
He succeeds.
I'm going to whack him in retaliation for the spiritual weapon. If there's anything Listen has shown me, deal with strength to get crushed every time.
Spiritual weapon's the best.
Wow.
If I've learned anything,
Now,
Fortunate miss.
this violence solves everything.
that's my turn, fortunately. I'm sorry.
Alright. Another dex save, since he can't really go anywhere. That's a fail.
One.
Only one.
One more point of fire damage. It's going to look around and realize that a whole bunch of shit is happening. Let's see. Yeah, they're gonna keep swinging at Ignatius. That's gonna hit. 7 points of damage. And an 11. Alright, Eski.
Alright, well. Oh, that's definitely not. Oh my gosh. And here's the ACer.
Alright. Definitely not aware that there's more people around. Is going to turn around and make a swing at Vanya. So, 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Good night, folks.
9 points of damage.
Woo.
And direct the
Spicy.
next swing towards Vegas, who's trying to hit them from behind. Swings wide. Then who else do I hit? One more swing towards Vanya.
Please miss.
Natural 18.
Hey!
Okay.
9 more points of damage. As Vanya goes down.
No! It's alright, I got... It's just us now. The whole party's next.
Alright. Set, top of the round.
Okay, this required revenge. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast the Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
which will automatically roll the damage on that, but still, this does mean I get to use my longbow with advantage.
You can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll. So yes, you can use it with your longbow.
There we go!
Nat
A natural
20.
20. So you got the weapon damage, and then, I mean, it doesn't matter at that point, you've already nuked him.
There you go. That's all it took to.
Well over 20 damage as
Get
your
the
force
fire
arrow
unhooked.
finds purchase straight through his plate armor and out the backside, and he clutches at the spot for a moment before realizing there's a big gaping hole from where you just nailed him, and he collapses to the ground.
Good.
That was a very good use of that attack.
That's my action and bonus action, so that's gonna be it. Someone else deal with that last fucking Sahagin.
You got
Some
your
hooligan.
friend.
Alright, what's Vegas have in their inventory? Ah. Yeah, Vegas will take care of Vanya and use the healing potion. 6 points back to Vanya. Vanya's now awake. Accidentally took you out of initiative.
I was just after Ignatius.
I'll fix it.
You cannot avoid annihilation.
There we go. Okay. That was a bonus action, so we are going to make a swing at the Coral Smasher. Nope, too wide. Ignatius. Seventeen hits. Max damage.
Max damage. Nice.
Still up, but looking critical. 16 hits. Will this be it? Max damage again, and that brings him down.
Excellent, finally.
Easy.
And with that, the enemies in this area have been dissipated.
I'm just gonna scoot over into the corner and just sit here for a little bit.
One less brute to deal with.
Gonna poke at the thing's pockets while she's sitting there.
Iggy's gonna take a look at this dude's armor.
Yeah, the big guy. I was looking at him too.
Big guy, big armor. Big armor for a big guy.
The armor.
Give you the. Sorry, go ahead.
The armor is very clearly a type of plate, but has been ruined by Iset's shot. It does not look to be particularly that useful now. Oopsie.
Gonna run his pockets while Iggy looks over the armor.
Okay, investigation check.
Now I'm gonna investigate this room.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Also-
Iggy's gonna give it a go as
See
well
what
if
they're
he's
being so
like
protective of.
actively searching the person.
Okay. While you all are doing this, Aspen, how long would you be sitting over here?
Until I find a way to communicate that they need me.
You're just gonna sit there and vibe?
That was the plan.
You're content to just sit there potentially forever.
Yeah, what happens if, like, nobody came back?
I mean,
Aspen's still sitting there.
to be fair, we technically only been gone for what, like 2 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like if there's 20 minutes and like not hearing anything, maybe we'd start to get suspicious. Maybe look for another way around.
Okay.
Charlotte is going to approach Vanya. You're going to need healing.
Alright, well, if you're gonna cast a spell, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
Alright.
She kind of rubs at her head a little bit.
Cure Wounds 2nd level. Okay, my bad. First, it's 12.
Yeah, looking a lot better now. I think I'm at half health.
Would you like some divine healing, which in no way, shape, or form will have a negative effect on your physical being?
Narrows her eyes. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
I just think you should, use it a bit more sparingly. You seem to not be able to use it that often.
Is that, glancing around the room, there are a bunch of similar weapons that you've seen a lot of the Sohagans using. Some war mauls, some very makeshift tridents. There are a couple of great swords on the table as well. But the thing that catches your interest is there is a piece of scale mail on the forge that is gold in nature. It's very shiny. It's kind of unusual because a lot of the armor that you've seen them wear is not this ornate. So you're not sure if they actually made it or if it was something they procured.
Yeah, did they like steal it or something?
Does the place above us seem like the kind of, place to afford this kind of dosh?
No, it's very ornate.
Definitely pocketing that.
Alright. Let's see. Anyone else doing anything in the meantime?
Is there anything around here that could be viewed as I don't know, like any crossbows or anything that I could maybe take, or is this mostly like a sword sort of looking room?
Are you like looking for a different type of weapon to use, perhaps?
Yeah, she's looking mostly for anything that can, well, to stop what just happening again, like a crossbow or that sort of
Let's
deal.
see. Is in here. Yes, there are a few light crossbows.
Yeah, I'll pick one up and enough bolts to, if there are any.
Yeah.
They made it a kelp and coral.
Alright. Looking over here, Vegas is actually going to pick up one of these tridents, since they would be pretty useful for fighting in the water.
Pick a second up for Aspen, just in case.
You got it. Anyone doing anything else?
This is not the kind of room that a ski would be particularly interested in to begin with.
Vanya's gonna crack her neck and say, "Don't mind me, just putting the face back on."
Why do you have to do it like that, though?
Because it makes you ask that question. She
Okay,
can.
fair enough.
She'll smirk.
The way it makes you feel is exactly the point.
I'm gonna go get Aspen, and she's just gonna march to the water.
No.
So, is that all there is to this diversion?
Let me look in here a second. She'll take a deep breath and just kind of dive on in.
Alright, perception check. Charlotte, you get back across. Aspen, how, are you just like sitting on the floor when Charlotte arrives?
Probably like pulled a bit of wood out of fuck knows where and it's just like whittling or something.
We had a bit of emergency.
That, so you are all coming back now, yeah.
No. All right. What would convince you to go across the water?
Life or death situation. Specifically
You or anyone else?
some others.
Vanya was almost killed in battle.
I am assuming by the use of the past tense that she is now fine.
She is. But it was a lot more brutal than we thought. These Sahugans have armor. They have equipment. Not just...
How much more dungeon can there possibly be down there?
I don't know, to be honest. This is the largest I've ever been in.
But still, we need to go upstairs.
Yes. Alright, I'll bring everyone back.
Duh.
Okay. Vanya, with your 18 perception, this underwater section has several caged off areas, and you can see various types of sharks swimming around into it. It seems to be some kind of holding area for where they tend to keep a lot of the sharks. There are a bunch of sharks here.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
Do notice
whatever.
that the gate near the end does lead out into the very large pool.
This is a dead end, basically. The shark holding pen.
Also, retroactively, for anybody who was in the room at the time, give me a perception check. The armory, that was.
Including me or no?
Did you go into the room?
I did walk in.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Ignatius had to inspect the body.
At least one of us definitely sees.
10, 15, 14, 11, 10, and 23. Yeah, Vanya will be the one to notice. When you sat down near the wall initially, felt a little bit of draft, and you kind of like rubbed it off for a second. But when you came back in, you realized that there is another fake wall here. And
More
through
stairs.
the fake wall is a entrance into a staircase that goes up and down.
Interesting.
So I have oh, where is it? What feature is it? It's one of the marine ones.
What is it?
I'm trying maze proof. So I won't get lost, but would this help me remember if the stairs back in the performance room went up or down? Not the ones we came up, but the ones that were on the opposite side of the room. Did they go up or down? This set
The
here.
opposite, those would have gone up. The
Okay.
ones you came up only went up to this floor. So they
Alright.
did not go up any higher. This set goes up and down.
So these go up and down, but the others went up, and if Aspen's not coming through, then maybe it's best if we all go through with Aspen on the other side.
Yes,
But we should remember this.
yes. I was gonna have you bring you all back. Aspen wants to look upstairs, and if this is a dead end besides that,
This is upstairs, isn't it? We can literally go upstairs right here.
There's no guarantee that it'll connect back to wherever we end up by the other stairs. Any
It's-
stairway this hidden, I'd hope would be something they feel more inclined to be hiding.
Iset said we have upstairs back home.
Could we have scried a map, maybe? A little brochure?
I'm gonna go get Aspen and I'll tell him about the stairs.
Back into the drink.
Just going through.
What is that, the third time she said to swim?
Comes out. We found stairs that go upstairs. And it's hidden. So it might lead to something more secret.
I'm going to guess there will be enough resistance that I could not beat you from the other stairs.
We don't know. It could either have something or it could be a secret passage to something vulnerable.
Fine. Though if this is dead end and there is nothing there, I'm going to ring someone like Washcloth.
That is an inventive threat.
Begrudgingly swim.
And she's gonna call out, I brought back Aspen!
At long last.
While it's
Here,
clear here, let's not just start shouting.
here I thought that they would be far too afraid of a watery grave to even take another step further down those stairs.
Before proceeding, I'm gonna
I'm not
use.
afraid of the water, I'm afraid of the getting wet. I'm not afraid, I do not like to be wet. I am soaking, my fur is drenched, do not perceive me until I am dried.
There is a fire near you.
Yeah, we ain't got the time.
Alright, give me some space, I'll go ahead a little bit.
And yeah, I'll go up.
Going upstairs?
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to stay quiet.
Let's see where you come out.
I don't know if there's a trigger for me to step on though.
No, I am manually moving things. This is gonna be
Understood.
fun. Go ahead and preemptively give me a stealth roll.
Oh.
Okay.
Low roll, still decent result.
I mean, I bet that's still higher than most of your passives, so...
Okay. So let me grab the observer. So nobody else is gonna be here.
I'm not going too far. Just far enough
All right.
to
Well,
get a better look.
hold up.
Ooh.
Cool. Cannot. I'm waiting on the observer to load, because right now it's just a black screen.
It's loaded on my end.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for the observer, which is our stream view.
Oh.
Refresh, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it.
I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick.
Aha. Okay. Now, before you move, I gotta change music. Because we went up another floor. And, alright. And I gotta check some stats before. I think you're fine, but I just wanted to double check. Yeah, okay. Alright. You begin to head up the stairs a little bit further, and you notice that it eventually begins to open up into another room, and you can hear figures moving. And you see a couple more Sahagin moving about the room. You notice that one of the Coral Smashers, one of the ones with the big warhammers, is marching around, and he has a sizable, much larger crustacean kind of following along with him, sort of like a combat dog of some sorts. What catches your eye immediately, though, is something else entirely. On the far end of the room, there is something you've never seen before. Give me a nature or arcana check.
That's a nope.
They are the same thing for me, so...
Looking at this creature, they don't resemble anything you've seen in the dungeon so far, whether it be this dungeon or the other dungeons you've encountered. It has somewhat of an aquatic-like feature in its face, and that its face is mostly tendrils. Its figure is sunken slightly as it, like, levitates off the ground and is currently focused on this shimmering barrier in front of it. There is a powerful source of energy being projected out beyond your sight. This creature is very clearly up to something at the moment. But you've definitely not seen anything like it. It almost feels like it doesn't belong here. What would you like to do?
At this point, I'm not gonna push my luck. She would probably head back downstairs and get the others.
Okay. Make me another
probably-
stealth check.
Yeah.
You're
I
fine.
am the knight. Yeah, she'll get to just where she can see the rest. Something strange up there. Very odd. Nothing like I've never seen anything like it. We look like we might be in for a big fight if we go up here.
Does it strike you as the master to this dungeon?
It kind of tilts the head. No, but it's definitely dangerous.
What is
Just-
up there?
A weird squid-faced creature, but it doesn't feel like the rest, if that makes sense. A few of the things we've been fighting, one with a large crab, sort of like a guard dog. But that thing is the strange thing, the squid-faced thing, is not fighting, sorry, but looks like channeling a spell.
Strange.
I think if we go up, we can try it in two ways, but I think blitzing it would be the best. Iggy and Vegas and Aspen just rushing in as fast as we can, all of us behind them. I think catching them off guard and interrupting faster might be better than trying to sneak up.
Are we in any position to rush in like that, however?
I mean, we can't keep wasting time, and sure, we can sleep and rest all we want, but the longer we do it, the longer they're launching attacks out there, and the longer they're...
Are you even?
We've been taking down more than enough of their patrols along the way. I think we've been thoroughly getting in the way of their ability to launch more raids, at least. There
That we
are
know.
more corners of this place. There might be more secrets hidden away that could give us more of an edge, if only we look for one.
There's also a way down, but I didn't go that way. But if we go up, we need to go in with some power behind us, I think.
Well, then
Yeah.
let's see our options first.
It will be... Well, the reason I say we need to go in quick, though, is we'd get trapped in the stairwell if we didn't push in as quickly as we could. And I don't want to risk that thing having some sort of, well, big magic.
I think what
Do you want me to check downstairs?
And that would be for the best, I think.
it wouldn't hurt.
All right, I'll
It's worth a shot, yes.
be back shortly. And yeah, I'll head back. I'll head back to the stairs and head down.
All right, another stealth check. Grabbing the observer again. All right. Now for the rest of the first floor that you missed the first time. Give me a second for the observer to load. Okay, I am set. All right. You head downstairs, and you can slightly hear movement within water.
As a heads up, there's a second group of us on the other side of the map.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Oh my god.
It's Shamu.
Yes, heading down the stairs, you see a very large pool that seems to contain a whale?
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
And as you get closer down, it kind of like pushes up out of the water up onto the edge and just kind of starts making like cute singing noises towards you.
Just kind of shh, shh, shh.
You didn't roll very good on stealth, unfortunately, so it
Aw.
noticed you.
I'm going to quickly return back to the stairwell and head back up now. And head back to the group.
Alright.
That pool we saw at the entrance went through to. I think it went through to a whale? I've
Sorry,
never
what?
seen one. Yeah, I've never seen one before. It was big and black and white and slimy looking. It made noises at me, and I figured that's probably a good time to turn back. I did see some more of our fishy friends down there as well, though.
They had a whale in here?
They have a whale.
What do they need a whale for?
Maybe it's just the dungeon making one?
Maybe.
I want to see it. Was
No.
it threatening?
It kind of made noises at me. I've never seen one before. Like I said, look, I never left our area, and I was in the middle of the desert.
Well, just think of a whale as a giant sea worm. You have worms in the desert, right?
They're not worms.
What else could you compare it to in the desert? I'm reaching for it. All right, I'm sorry.
Iggy, I've read books. I know what a whale is. I've just never seen one before.
Well, all right then. That's a whale.
Ironically, I've only ever heard of desert worms in books, but still.
Really
Does
now?
exist, right?
Up or downstairs. I don't want to make Aspen waste their time swimming over here, especially as miserable as they look for having to do it.
Look, let's go downstairs just to cover bases, maybe find something, maybe learn about this one.
You just want to see the whale.
I want to see the whale, but also
I will admit I am curious about the whale.
Ignatius will jump a little bit as if he just noticed Aspen was there.
They're oddly quiet for how big they are, right?
Don't you do that, I told you not to deceive me.
Aspen, since you swam over here, why don't you lead the way? Just head on down. And be as quiet as you can.
Yeah.
So the plan is to go downstairs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. That's where we will pick up next
Oh
week.
boy.
Oh boy.
Imagine if we went opposites. We checked down first and then up.
Completely
Oh,
different
whale.
reactions, but yeah.
I can't wait for episode 18, the Astral Pact frees the whales.
I'm
I love
waiting
that our
for-
choice is between. Apparently, our choice is between YC will shut down or fucking Baldur's Gate 3.
How are we gonna
get
freeze
Waterdeep
that
flashback?
thing?
one of us is gonna get our brain sucked out. I know it.
They do have to ponder. I mean, we can't release that whale in the lake. That thing it's in is
Think
way
of the
too small for it.
ecosystem.
It's really funny that you think you know what this thing is, too.
I'm saying it's a
It's
mind
a
flayer
killer
only
whale,
because
clearly.
that's visually my frame of reference.
It looks like a mind flayer. It seems to act like a mind flayer. Is the mind flayer? Who knows?
Baldur's
we'll
Gate
find
at
out.
home.
But I am gonna vanish because I'm gonna need to be up in like 4 hours. So take
Alright.
care, guys.
Oh,
Boy.
please survive.
Sleep.
Bye.
Alright, that was
Yeah,
fun.
same.
Whales.
Bye-bye.
See
Well,
Game
ya.
of whales. And then there were 2.
Good night.
Night.